Alrighty, and it looks like we are up and running. So, hey everyone, welcome back to Chapter 27 of the Song of the Wilds. Again, you know me.
Yeah!
Again, you know me, what I always say. I can't believe we've honestly made it this far. 27 chapters. Holy crap. Like always, I am Evan.
How long has no one died yet?
Like always,
50. Well, let's be more realistic.
like always, I am Evan, your DM, and these are all of my players here who have agreed to play with me for some odd reason.
Because we love you.
Thank you.
Because the party.
Yes, we love you. Love you so much.
27 chapters. We're still kind of waiting on Jordan Dadarax to join us in our campaign. He seems to be running a couple minutes late, as well as Lauren, our new Warforged Artificer, and also Aaliyah, who is now who's just now here.
I was just about to call Leah too. I was about to be like, "Hello, you have awakened from nappy time."
Yes.
She
barely.
literally said that she's getting on like right when.
You feeling all right, Leah?
I was actually about to mention that too. I was like, is Leah gonna come? Is she gonna be at this campaign?
A lot of work.
Oh,
So stuffy.
I'm good. Very stuffy, but I'm good.
No.
Okay,
I
I hope you feel better, honey.
I feel the sinus pressure. I just took a decongestant.
Be ready for that
later, hun.
So yeah,
when you
unfortunately,
I
it
just
looks like a
remembered.
lot of us are recovering from stuffy noses and such. For those of you who are just now watching this, I do know that we have first off, we have a new audience member joining us. He is right down there in the bottom row. Say hi to everyone.
Aaron,
and me.
we loves the David.
What's up, David? Hi.
For those of you who are just joining us, Song of the Wilds is a homebrew Dungeons & Dragons campaign that we play with 5e rules, though we do take a lot of liberties with those rules. This is one of those campaigns where we believe that the rule of cool will always trump the rules as written. This is also my first time being a dungeon master for a campaign. I just decided, you know what, I'm not going to wait for anyone to make a campaign for me to join. I'm just going to make my own with blackjack and hookers.
Yeah, blackjack and hookers.
And I feel blessed enough to have so many wonderful people who basically apparently like playing with me. So there's that. And we have a Lauren. We have everyone here except for Jordan.
He's coming.
He's coming. All right.
Phrasing.
Disadvantage.
I hate you. Okay.
I feel like Sabrina should get advantage for that because that was
No.
good.
I should get it. I'm the one that reminded him.
Solid.
Now
To
that
be
being
fair, though, we didn't know what was gonna happen.
now that being said, I will now open up the chat to all of our announcements. Before we go to those announcements, just one last little thing. This is unfortunately going to be our last session for not forever though. It's probably going to be we're probably going to skip a week or two after this session because Carly and I, Davina, are moving into a brand new apartment.
No, it's because I hate you all, and I need a break.
I mean, I need a break.
I need a break as well. So, you know, this will be great recovery time. But
Not from all of you, just I need a break in general.
But then once we get things up and running again, we'll continue these sessions as long as other people are available as well. But yeah, Carly and I are going to be moving into our very first apartment. We're all very excited. We got
kind of nervous, but also excited.
As you notice behind me, I don't have my giant steel bookshelf behind me anymore. I have dismantled
That's what's missing.
and it's going to go in the trunk of my car.
I mean, and if you guys haven't noticed, all of my posters are gone, and it's still, even though I've slept in this room all week without my posters, it's kind of freaking me out because I like to surround myself with things that I like. So I'm kind of the bare walls are kind of freaking me a little bit out.
But yeah, that is our big first announcement of this campaign. Does anyone else have any other little announcements that they would like to address? Yes, Josh.
I am actually extending how much longer the Kendros gear shall be available. It'll be available till the end of November in my merch shop, streamelements.com/Josh_the_human. As well, as a reminder, there are also cups available there as well, all different designs.
And stickers.
And stickers and hoodies that we showed last time. So you can look at last episode and see a couple of different kinds of hoodies that are available there. There'll be more pictures coming up soon on my Instagram, which is the_human_reserve on Instagram. You can be able to see all the different kinds of stuff that will be available.
And if you'll give me,
And I will be modeling one of the hoodies as well.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes,
if
you
you
will.
give me just a moment, I can post the link of where you can find all of this stuff, because apparently I have it somewhere. Where the hell?
I sent it to you on Discord a while back.
No, I had it. No, it was posted in like one of our channels, and I pinned it.
Oh yeah.
Probably the link one.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows?
Sure, Evan, if you want, I can send you.
Found it.
Josh can. Whoever.
Oh yeah, for some reason I don't have it. All right, yeah. Let me just have to go through our DM thread again. Does anyone else have any other little announcements? Yes, Dizzy.
Izzy.
Izzy.
I've done that.
Yesterday too.
Once again, Human is hosting us. Thank you.
Nice. So
Wrong
the
character.
Etsy shop has now, I think I launched. Yes, I have new stickers on the Etsy shop for Halloween. And there's still Song of the Wild's holographic stickers on there as well, along with keychains. And I will have earrings coming out this week. Maybe. Let's go with tomorrow. I'll just say I have earrings coming out tomorrow. So go follow my shop, Izzy Bits Creations, for all sorts of stuff, including D&D merch. So go there.
Oh, we love making merch.
Yes.
Merch.
Yes, class.
I started my job a couple days ago. Yeah. Officially a working woman. I really enjoy it.
That's good.
Aw.
But I'm also tired, and I'm very thankful that my mother woke me up, because I wouldn't be here right now if it weren't for her.
Aw.
Stan a supportive and responsible mom.
Yep. I would not. No. I guess
I also voted today, so that's why I took my nap, because I was in line for nearly 3.5 hours.
Shit.
Well, I feel horrible.
Yeah, Evan. Yeah, I was in the line. I was in line when early voting first happened for 2 hours. Lauren was in line for 3.5, and you were only in line for how long?
5 minutes.
Fuck you.
Yeah. The fuck is that shit?
I did it from my own desk.
I did it through the mailbox, and then I went online and checked a week later to make sure that it was actually counted, and it was, and I was happy.
I depended on the stupidity of my townsfolk into thinking that it wasn't going to be open on a Sunday, and yet it was.
That's a mood. That's a serious mood.
I can understand Lombard being like that. Yeah.
Lombard's not that bad. There's not a lot of bad people here, but it's the few bad people you meet are horrible. There's
I know.
oh god,
My grandparents lived there.
there's this one guy in a pickup truck who has both a Blue Lives Matter and a Trump 2020 flag in giant flags off the back of his pickup, giant wheels. He's got the headlights on top of the roof of his car as well.
Jeez.
What is he compensating for?
Carly,
We got to talk about politics.
Oh man. But yeah, I can't.
See, Izzy, this is why you're one of my favorite people.
Anyway,
You beat me to it too. Damn it.
But yeah, that is just another reason why Carly and I are excited to be moving to Lockport.
Yes.
so
Port.
so technically, Leah and I do. We only have 3 days of work soon. So and then she's coming down to help with shenanigans.
Ooh. I have kind of a related announcement to that. I only have a 4-day week next week, and then I get a 4-day weekend. So I'm extremely happy because I'm really burnt out, and I was about to stab a bitch today. So
Sounds like Davina.
Party.
Stabby.
Stab.
I mean, it has nothing to do with the fact that I only got 5 hours of sleep last night because I just couldn't fall asleep, but that's fine.
It's okay. It's okay. So did I. I think all of us got like 5 hours because we did not want to stop playing Monster Prom, but yet our bodies were screaming at us to stop playing Monster Prom.
I took a melatonin.
Couldn't be in the big room. But Josh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to talk
I said I took a melatonin and knocked out after that.
Melatonin is such a wonderful, wonderful gift.
Like, was on a sugar high from the laughs, and my brain wouldn't shut off for another 2 hours, so I just stayed up watching Jenna Marbles videos.
Oh.
I stayed up until like 7 last night as Evan.
Pray.
I am. Do we not understand this?
I know.
Are there any other little announcements?
Ooh, one more.
Hi, baby.
One more. In about 5 days, I'm going to officially get to meet the lovely Leah.
Yes.
Oh.
And to see Kira, because we are doing on Halloween a supernatural photo shoot. They are also helping with Jordan, hopefully.
Maybe.
Kira, do we know if that's okay? I wasn't sure if we knew that was a thing yet. They're also helping me and Evan move.
Yes.
Yay.
We also. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I'm also gonna be there Halloween. I'm one of the photographers.
You
You
are
are
the
the photographer.
If
I
I
don't
could
think
help you
you're
move,
the photographer.
Oh, you'll be there.
Wait. I thought there were other photographers for this. I'm the only one.
Yep.
I'm not jealous at all of
Okay,
of
seriously,
y'all.
all this time I thought there was gonna be at least one other guy there, like Eric Jaws or something. But no, it's just me.
Eric's busy. I asked him about it, and he said that he's busy doing other stuff. And I was like, that's so valid.
Oh, well, no pressure then.
Leah and I are fine. I don't know how Carly does in shoot. Leah and I are like very much okay. Position us, we're good.
Oh, Carly's a massive diva.
No, I'm so
I would expect
She's
nonetheless.
basically Tyra Banks.
So let's hope Leah doesn't super drunk for a Halloween party.
She doesn't get out of bed for at least
Let's
100,000.
hope Leah doesn't what? What did Leah
Get
do?
super drunk at the Halloween party.
Oh hell, I'll bounce back.
I know you will. I, on the other hand,
You know, depending on how it goes down, you guys could just hang out Sunday afternoon and chill out.
yeah, depends if you
If I
want to
lived
do
near-
it that long.
If I lived near you guys, I'd offer my services as a photographer too, but, you know.
Yeah.
Well, everyone is all just being super nice to each other, and it warms my cockles.
Oh, don't worry.
Don't say that.
Say that again.
What?
Don't say that.
That
Evan,
sentence back in your mouth, sir.
Don't worry.
Don't say it.
The players have something planned for you, so don't worry.
Now I have
We're
two
gonna
things that are on my
Each
Evans
side of the-
banned words list.
But
Two
Cloud,
words are on Evan's banned words.
we've been talking about it for a little while.
One of them is cockles. That's awesome.
And the other one is glomp. Never say that again.
What?
I
Glomp?
love Glomping.
No, say it.
We
Like,
don't.
work it into every episode.
Lauren,
Hang on.
Yeah, we're just gonna go glomp.
I'm gonna glomp you if I have your consent, but still.
Yeah. So, on an actual...
I'm in the chat. I'm in the chat.
So we might have to autopilot
I hate
Jordan.
you all.
because- We might have to autopilot Datarax since the old laptop that he's using is being stupid. So
Oh,
Oh,
no.
we'll see if he actually joins or not, but
That,
Datarax is not enjoyed right now.
that is fine.
Aw.
I got his character sheet open right in front of me, so if anything, I will fill in for Datarax myself.
Alright.
It's not the same. You're not my real Datarax.
Last call. Does anyone have any other announcements that they would like to say?
I turned 28 on Friday. I
Woo!
turned.
Happy birthday! If I had a
Liam's an old man.
or something, I would light you a candle like I've done for everybody, but I do not have that right now. So, here.
You want me to get a match?
Miracle candle.
I'll get a match and burn it out while we sing happy birthday.
Go ahead.
I said I'll go get a match and we can burn it out while we sing happy birthday.
Oh my god, that'd be adorable.
Okay.
Can I,
Hang on.
stepdad, have a lighter in here?
Any reason for you to like start a fire, right, Sabrina?
Hell yes.
Any
Hold on.
reason.
Yeah. She thinks
I'm
that
not actually
it'll
coming
make
some-
me scared.
Honestly, a
but
little
it's not.
surprised. Oh, no, he does.
You got a Gilligan too. Who's a happy boy. Look at his face, guys.
I have a lighter.
Pretty bird.
It's a very bad one.
We can still see it.
She's eating my dice bag.
I don't get it. I'm supposed to throw that out?
I've got matches.
Sabrina does too.
Everybody's gonna
You all are a
like
bunch of
that.
arsonists.
You got it.
And your
And
point
I
would
can
be
honestly say nothing I have in reach can start fire.
You and your
But
dad.
That sounds like a you problem.
All right, everyone, light your commemorative matches and/or lighters. And 1, 2, 3. Happy
Happy
birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear whoever. Happy birthday to you.
Blow them out, blow it out, blow it out.
That was the most garbage, uncoordinated birthday song I have ever heard.
Welcome.
Hasn't that been like each time we've sang happy birthday?
Yeah, that's happened like 3 times already. You expect
It's
nonetheless.
the delay. It's the delay.
Goodbye, everyone. I'll remember you all in therapy.
That was cute.
Yeah, thank you guys. Genuinely, thank you guys.
Aw.
Dave was scarred. They sung happy birthday so poorly.
Wait, hold
I
on.
was just trying to eat paper.
Hold on, are we... I'm totally blanking. Hold on. Leah, Kira...
We're missing Jordan.
Yeah, we're missing
Yeah, that's
Jordan.
Only
No,
person.
someone just went blank here. Like their webcam
Oh,
shut
you
off.
were.
Sabrina did.
That's Briar.
Oh,
Oh, no. Oh, sorry. No, I guess not.
Okay. Okay, just want to make sure. All right. Last call. Are there any other little announcements?
You're pretty.
Evan's very pretty. Evan's a handsome man. I'm so lucky. Like,
Oh,
I'm so lucky. Evan, when we live together, be prepared for just a slew of compliments every day.
No, I can't stand it.
She's just gonna have to.
Oh,
I can.
it's gonna happen.
That's so cute.
What do
Look at how cute she is.
Well, with
Love
that
her
being
so-
said, last call, does anyone have any other little announcements?
No. Okay, bye, Gilligan.
Give me the joke sign.
Well then, if that is the case, let us continue with The Song of the Wilds, Chapter
I'm
27.
sorry. Before we continue, can I just say, look at this bean in David's lap. She's so cute.
No, give me mine.
She just tries to tear apart his papers, and I love it.
She doesn't like the joke that's on it. So.
Oh. and she's showing her distaste for it by you trying to eat it.
It's backwards.
Yeah, I know it's backwards.
This man has no
Penis.
Penis. Gotcha.
Sorry, I may have watched Wayne's World today and thought that would be funny, but she apparently doesn't like it.
I forgot I was able I could read backwards and sideways and upside down.
I
Me too.
was thinking Ghostbusters. Yes, it's true, sir. This man has no dick.
Yeah, that is Ghostbusters.
That's actually a reference because that's the guy who plays the guy on Wayne's World.
Oh.
Oh.
My head is full of useless knowledge like that.
Alrighty then. Last time. Any other announcements?
We are never going to get to play. It's just going to be announcements.
All right.
The announcement stream.
If that will be all, let us continue with the Song of the Wilds, Chapter 27, The White Hunt. Where we last left off our group of hunter warriors, simply known as D. They had successfully fended off the invading armies of monsters that were about to rampage through the city of Lunas. While the battle was unfortunately, while it unfortunately came at... Oh yeah, Datarax is finally here. Nice! While they were able to successfully protect the city from being completely destroyed, it still was kind of destroyed. And it was there that they actually learned, finally, the true faces of their mortal enemies, Persera, the goddess of nature, as well as her cohorts, simply known as the Elementals. With a Pyrrhic victory now under their belts, they traveled all the way back to Acheron to lick their wounds back at headquarters, while Volthric was trying to figure out what the next step was going to be, since while yes, they did win the battle, did they really? The next day, however, Group D came across a new person who seemed to be wandering around the guild hall in a worry. Her name was Malice, a black war-painted tiefling with many scars, and a giant pet hellhound who is the most adorable being ever. Came upon them with a call for aid, something about a new monster that was terrorizing some landscapes. A monster that was intelligent for some odd reason. And that is where we leave off right now. So, you guys are once again still in the main lobby close to the registration desk of the Greyblade headquarters. Now, it is here that you've already introduced yourselves to Malice. You learned about her companion, the Hellhound, known as Fizzgig, who is just on his back, just demanding belly rubs. And it's also here that she gave you your first hints. Okay, I'm hearing like bad echoes in here.
Yeah, I told Jordan to mute himself, so.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, Jordan.
No, computers be like that sometimes. They don't know when to not.
Actually, Jordan, try switching your Discord settings to press button to talk and not just talk in general. That might actually help you out here in this case.
With that laptop being silly, yeah.
Yeah. Anywho, so you guys just finished introducing yourselves to Malice, and Malice introduced herself and her companion to you all. She still has yet to give you any true details about this request from her. What happens?
So since Fizzgig's on the ground, since Fizzgig's on the ground demanding belly rubs, I'm just gonna bend down and scratch his belly.
Oh, and he's just going like,
yeah.
By the way, just to reiterate, this Hellhound looks like it's the body of a wolf, but its fur is like comprised of porcupine spikes, reptile scales, and basically random parts of its body is on fire.
That's right. That's right. Logan was like giving his belly like super duper like super duper scratches.
Oh yeah, he was just
Yeah.
loving it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna look up at them while I'm scratching Fizzgig's belly and say, "So, I hope you guys have an airship because mine needs some fuel."
We do have an airship.
Frankly, I like to be upfront with anyone I'm making a deal with. So if you want to give us all the details you possibly can about this job, I would certainly appreciate it.
Okay, so I'm not with the Greyblades. I'm with a band of different individuals, I should say. And we take jobs that the Greyblades ignore. Small villages, small towns, things that don't matter to the Greyblades as much as their big cities and their... Well, look at all this luxury that they have. What happens when all of this is gone? I mean, not everybody in this place or in this world is as fortunate as the Greyblades. And I'm sorry I had to come here. I really didn't want to. But all of my companions have been killed by this thing. And it is huge. It's the biggest wolf I've ever seen. And it's got such pure white fur that it blends in with any snow. I'm not sure if it's an actual dire wolf, but it is bigger than one that I've seen. So I'm assuming it's a dire wolf. And the village couldn't afford the Greyblades, so they came to us. But unfortunately, we mistranslated or We didn't think it would be that big of a job. We've killed hundreds of wolves before. We've killed hundreds of beasts before. I mean, I'm not covered in body paint. I'm covered in scars. So, I don't know if you're up to the challenge, or if you're going to flake out on me, because I don't trust the Greyblades to save my life.
We faced worse.
We have faced worse.
Hey, Evan.
Yes.
Out of game for a second. Was Anne-Marie's sister a part of the Greyblades?
Anne-Marie's sister was like a veteran of the Greyblades, and she was actually one of its top warriors.
Okay, because I don't know why I thought this, but for some reason my brain was going to, oh, is Anne-Marie's sister part of this group or something like that? But
no, Anne-Marie was technically from like before any of you joined the Greyblades yourselves.
Okay, all right. I just wanted to make sure that.
When Anne-Marie's sister was a Greyblade, Anne-Marie herself was like, she's a halfling, so they age differently than humans. She was 40? She was like the halfling equivalent of like 7.
Okay.
Yeah. So would Logan then have known Anne-Marie's sister then? Because Logan's been in the Greyblades for 100.
Logan would have been in the Greyblades way longer than Anne-Marie's sister. He's much more of a veteran, but she was still very much one of its top warriors. But she unfortunately died long ago.
I did.
But then would he have still known him? I'm sorry, would he have still known her?
Oh yeah, Logan and Anne-Marie's sister, who I'm not sure if we ever thought up a name for yet.
I just thought of something. She probably met...
Marianne.
Marianne. You know what? Fine, we'll go with Marianne.
She probably met up with Brent Pronze at some point. I just thought of that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I was gonna say Marianne. Professor Anne Marianne, because, you know,
Anne-Marie and Marianne.
No, I was making a Gilligan's Island reference.
Oh, yeah. Professor Anne, yeah.
Thank you!
But yes,
their parents were kind of stupid.
To answer the original question, yes, Logan and Marianne would have known each other, and they would have gone on many missions together. Logan possibly would have been, like, a mentor at some points to Marianne, and because of all that, Marianne became like a very powerful fighter. But yeah, unfortunately, she did.
And very likely, she slept with Brent Pronze at some point. But
no, Brent Pronze slept with her.
Yeah, all right, fair enough.
She topped him.
Okay, I didn't mean to get on this tangent. I just
getting pegged.
I just.
Well done.
Oh no! F in the chat. F in the chat.
Clash, you made it. You scared him.
Oh, we got another bot in the Twitch chat.
Be gone, bot.
Why don't we just continue with the story?
Yes.
You're the one that brought it up, Liam.
I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to go on that tangent. I just wanted to get all the story elements.
No. That's totally fine.
Yeah.
But yes, Malice, please continue. Basically, Polo, you wanted more details about this whole situation.
Right, and she basically gave them. So.
Where have all the attacks taken place?
Some village called, I don't know, their names all blur together for me. I've been to so many of them. All I remember is it starts with an A.
You didn't write any of these down?
No. I don't write that shit down. I draw and sketch the animals and stuff that I see, but I don't write names down. Are you...
And now we
What
see
is
the
that?
And now we see the purpose of a bard in a troupe.
No, I don't write anything. I forget stuff like a cool person.
I don't read.
Nerds.
I don't read.
Cool
I don't
people
read
never
it.
look at the notes. Come on.
I don't read and write. That's for nerds.
Pretty much.
As Coco has his little notebook out and is kind of like writing stuff down. Writing's for nerds.
Can you tell me something, Evan? Because you made me the note taker for a reason.
I did not make you anything. You dictated
No,
yourself
you
as
did
note
it
taker.
I did.
You
Because
said
I have a
currently am
problem.
a note taker.
Well, on that subject, Davina, do we have any notes about any places that start with A?
Davina,
Nothing.
God.
Davina, make a history check.
Alrighty.
Well, I mean, if it's in her notes.
History. I got 17.
All right. As a matter of fact, Davina, a name does come to mind for you. There is a village far to the north.
Something.
There is a village far to the north, simply known as Aspen. And this village is actually not that far off from the old Balmaris Winter Villa, which you all remember you had your epic fight scene against her late husband and father-in-law. If you just go a little bit further north...
Not all of us.
And
Yeah.
again,
I remember a place right by the Balmaris Manor, which we went to and we had the accident occur.
Oh my god.
Well,
and there's a place we used to go
You
ski.
guys were at the Balmaris Manor?
well, Lady Balmaris, I think you're going to have to take the lead on this mission.
You're Balmaris?
I am a Balmaris.
So sorry for your loss.
I don't know that yet. Yeah.
She's the last
I'm
So sorry for your loss.
essentially the ATM of this entire group.
Yeah, sugar mom.
Coco, for some extra context, and you don't need to roll for this because this is basically common knowledge. The Balmarises are basically the Jeff Bezos of this world.
Yeah, no, I'm so sorry for your loss.
Lauren was
heard
here
when
for
I
the
heard-
actual thing, but Coco wasn't.
Yeah, Coco wasn't.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be completely plain with you. He's an asshole. So it's
I
fine.
assumed as much.
Logan just
I
shrugs
assumed
his
as much, I
shoulders.
just-
Logan's just like, yeah, he kind of was. I just continues to scratch the demon dog's belly.
And the dog is just like, ah.
I believe our dear
Hey,
bard.
like-
I believe our dear bard Arios knows better than anyone how much Davina hates her late husband.
I mean.
I'm sure I will find out what that means eventually, but maybe we should go now.
Don't worry about it,
I
Warforged.
agree. Maybe we should go. Malice, would you like to come with us, or did you want to stay here and just have us do our thing?
Oh no, I'm coming with you. This is my hunt.
Cool.
This thing killed my companions. I am going on a killing spree if I can. I will skin this thing and wear its fur forever.
I will eat his
That's
heart.
the spirit.
I will eat his heart. I will eat his children.
Why? Wait, hold on. Time out. Liam, why did you speak like Mike Tyson?
Because I was being Mike Tyson. That's why.
Oh.
He said that in an interview. It's fucking terrifying, man.
I will eat his heart. I will eat his children. If you guys remember,
Terrifying.
there's like a lizard folk blacksmith in Acheron right now who I made sound like Mike Tyson.
Oh, God.
I do remember that. That was a while ago.
He was actually based off of one of my characters, Drazik, who is a lizard folk barbarian.
Who sounds like
Next,
Mike
my
Tyson.
next character I want to make, I want it to be a God, why am I blanking on it? What's the tiny lizard people?
Kobold.
Cobalt.
Thank you. I want to make a kobold.
I
character.
also have a kobold character. He is simply known as Ruck the Mighty. And we lost Davina. F in the chat.
Well, while we wait, my friend, he made a kobold wizard named Dai Ying. He's a joke character. His name is Dai Ying Dying because he had such a low constitution. His base HP was 3. He died in 1 hit. And he was a kobold, but he didn't ever use a kobold wizard. He never used magic. He only used a great sword, and he never hit it. He had like I think it was a -4 to hit.
Oh, jeez.
I would love to DM a campaign where everyone had characters like that are just screwed up chimeras of bad decisions.
No, I've had a game like that before.
I mean, I am writing up my Supernatural campaign. Just saying.
I'm really excited about that, actually.
Anywho,
I better put a try.
so what are you guys doing?
So I think we're gonna head to the airship, and if we need to spend the night somewhere, we don't have to spend the night on the airship. We can spend the night in the mansion.
That'd be kind of
The
fun,
mansion,
actually. I'd be
oh,
down
yeah,
for that.
that's right. You're famous and have a lot of money, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
What is
I'm a widow.
Well, let's hope we get
I
the.
inherited a lot of stuff.
Okay. Well, good on you,
Hands off my
sister.
woman.
So you all are heading back to the airship?
Should I even try to say bye to Anne Marie right now?
You can if you want.
Yes.
All right. Is she actually
Well, depends
working
what
at
you
the
all
desk?
want
Yeah,
Logan to do.
she is actually
Okay.
at the desk.
All right. Can I just say goodbye to her at the desk?
Absolutely.
All right. Then I do that.
While
But
everyone's
first, you have to do this trial of quizzes.
you will not be able to speak to Anne Marie unless you answer these questions 3.
What is your quest?
Is your favorite color?
Come on, Izzy has a question. Izzy
Yes,
has a
Izzy.
question.
Oh no, I was just gonna tell Malice, go look at your DMs. I have a question for you. But nobody can know the question.
Okay.
What
Thank you.
is your name?
All right,
Logan.
so hold on. While everyone is preparing to leave the headquarters and head back to the airship, Polo, you break from the party and you spot Anne-Marie working behind the desk. Thankfully, she actually is managing a short line right now, and the moment she sees you approach, she just kind of perks up and blushes right there.
Oh.
Cute. All right. As it turns out, once again we have another mission.
Okay, be safe. And she puts a hand on your chest, and she's just looking deep into your eyes, and she's just... God damn it, class.
I'll see you when I get back.
And I'll be right here.
Alright, Fizzgig, you look like an idiot. Get off the floor.
Alright, Fizzgig, looks up at you and just kind of whimpers for a moment, looks up at Logan because that means no more belly rubs.
Come back anytime, little doggy. You'll get more belly rubs, don't you worry.
Fizzgig licks Logan's hand, and it's like really hot. Like you spilled, like the slobber's like you spilled fresh coffee on your hand.
Luckily,
Ow.
Logan has such massive calluses due to almost 200 years of war that he's just like, eh.
His hand is just one big callus with fingers.
That's pretty much what it is. It's like he has calluses on his knuckles too. He's just like, it's just callus.
Yeah. Fizzgig sadly gets back up on his feet and joins Malice at her side. You both, as you're walking out towards the main entrance, Polo rejoins you, and then all 3 of you rejoin to the main group. So are you guys gonna go straight to the airship, or did you want to try and take care of some things before you left?
I mean, do we have anything to take care of? Like, does anybody have anything they wanted to do?
It's entirely up to you guys. This is like the prime place for like shopping and supplies and whatnot. You're probably not gonna be back here for a bit.
Oh, to hell with it. Let's go shopping.
Sure.
Okay. I guess we're all gonna go shopping then.
Alrighty.
Try not to set anything on fire.
It's not like there's a village in danger or anything. Shopping!
Shopping montage.
We're operating on Skyrim rules. The world's not gonna end unless you actually progress through the story.
Exactly.
Everybody, because
Jeez.
I feel generous today, I'm gonna give you all 100 gold.
Thank
Oh,
you.
so kind.
Mama.
I suddenly feel left out.
Mistral is running to the restroom. She says, I'll catch up with you guys. Just give me a moment.
Okay, Mistral is having a quick pee break before everyone else leaves for the airship. So, are you guys going to be doing your own shopping, or are you going to be sticking in a group?
When high elves pee, it's rainbows. Just saying. Don't ask how I know that. Anyway, I was thinking of going to a weapons store.
Okay, so Polo, you're going to be going to that same, like, smithy and weapon shop that the giant red lizard folk who sounds like Mike Tyson works at.
Oh.
Is anyone going to be joining him, or are you going to be kind of off doing your own thing?
I'm gonna join him too. I think I made a very rash decision of throwing my normal axe base over the edge of the airship. I kind of want to get just a regular one.
Yes, because, well, you do now have the Frostfire axe, but yeah, you really shouldn't have gotten rid of your old axe like that. Alright, so...
I just thought of
I'm ready
something.
for shopping.
I just thought of something I can do. I'm not going to give it away yet, but I just realized that I set myself up for something really fun, and we'll get to that.
Oh, okay. Alright, so Polo and Vina, you both go to the weapons shop, and you see that giant, scaly, red-scaled lizard folk who's just hammering away at his anvil.
Gavel.
That is
Sorry, I was gonna correct you.
Tyler.
But then when he hears the tiny little bell ding when you open the door, he just kind of like cranes his neck to look at all of you and goes like, "Oh, I see that you're back. What can we help you with?"
I was looking for some new weaponry.
Ah, all right. He like puts his giant hammer down. He stands up, and this guy's like almost Volthric height with you guys. So what are you looking for?
Perhaps some new... Actually, I would like perhaps some upgrades of my bow and arrow.
Ooh, what kind of upgrades you talking about?
Oh, I've got a very basic one. Anything you got that's pretty special?
Give me just a moment. We don't normally work with bows and arrows and such, but let me see. And then the guy does turn around. And he's like rummaging through the shelves and such. And if you will give me a moment.
Stop right there, criminal scum.
I was once an adventurer like you, but then I took an arrow to the knee.
Nice reference.
All right. So after rummaging around a bit, so wait, Polo, are you asking to have your bow replaced or upgraded?
I guess upgraded, maybe?
All right. What kind of bow do you have exactly? Like, what does it say on your character sheet?
Let's see. I have a crossbow light.
A crossbow light. All right.
So you want a heavy crossbow?
I mean, I was thinking something with a little more pizzazz, I guess, but...
Carbon fiber crossbow?
Carbon fiber, yeah.
What kind of crossbow is it? It's a light crossbow, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's made out of the same thing as the space shuttle's force.
All right, so the lizard folk kind of looks at your crossbow for a moment, kind of examines it a bit. Give me the moment. He quickly takes it into the back, and you hear the sounds of what sounds like hammering, what sounds like the pulling of duct tape off of a roll. You hear what sounds like a jackhammer in the back. You don't see any of this, by the way. This is all just
A bolt of lightning. A bolt of lightning.
A bolt of lightning. You hear this giant lizard folk say,
Ominous
"It's
chant.
alive! It's alive!"
An ominous chanting that does not sound like his voice. Like, it doesn't have a lisp at all. It's just you hear like what sounds like the Halo theme.
Then Davina's like, I think we should go.
With that being said, by the way, before I do this, Polo, are you looking at your crossbow right now? Like, can you click on it and see its stats?
Sure. Let's see. I was.
I just want to do a comparison here.
Stats. Attack type range 40 feet to 320 feet. Damage 1d8. Weight 5 pounds. Properties: ammunition, loading, range, two-handed.
All right. So,
I was supposed to be getting a proficiency bonus this whole time with that thing. Oops.
With that being said, the lizard folk walks up and he brings out what looks like your crossbow. It's got a couple like extra little like nuts and bolts to it, but it definitely looks still a little functional. What actually sticks out to you most is what looks like a tiny little red light bulb, like just above the handrest of the handle itself. All right, so this little crossbow has a rune in it. If there's anyone approaching you with malice intent, it's actually going to give you a heads up just in case. This is going to be about 15 gold.
Malice, do you have any intent?
I'm not with you guys.
Oh, I thought you was.
Malicious intent.
Alright, so how do I add that?
I will send you the link to it. Or actually, you can just look it up yourself and add it. If you pay 15 gold, you will now have in your possession the light crossbow of warning.
The light crossbow.
Possession.
If you,
Alright.
You have it in your possession.
There, you've got 15 gold.
Alright, he takes the 15 gold. Now, with this crossbow, you will have advantage on your initiative rolls whenever you engage in combat.
Okay.
Also, if any of your companions in addition, if you have any companions that are within 30 feet of you, they cannot be surprised. So if everyone sticks close around you, you can never be like caught up in sneak attacks.
Okay. How do I add items? I forgot how to do that.
Go to equipment.
Yeah.
And then you should see manage equipment.
Okay.
And then in that filter, just search on crossbow, and then look for light crossbow of warning.
Okay.
And then there's a red button that says add.
Okay.
And then it's there.
Do I have to remove my previous crossbow?
You can sell it if you want, or you can keep it as a spare, but you are going to have to technically unequip it if you want to use this one. You can't, all right. I'm not sure if you can dual wield.
Okay. No, that's fine. That's fine.
All right. So, Polo, congratulations. You now have your first actually kind of magical item to kind of match up with everyone else, a light crossbow of warning.
I don't have a magic item yet.
We're getting close. Like, we're getting to that point. We're getting to that close where we're starting to divvy up magic items, but you are going to have to be a bit patient.
I have a follow-up.
I have magic items because I made my magic items.
You are a magic item.
I am the magic item.
Wait, hold on. Polo, what is it?
I have a quick follow-up inquiry.
Yeah, what is it?
Did you by happen to chance sell Old Joe his gun?
Oh.
Old Joe? Wait, you know Old Joe?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
He's our pilot.
And you okay. Polo, make a perception check.
Perception check, alright. That's a 14.
You visibly see this giant, very swole red lizard man, like, tense up and freeze for a moment.
I think you just like saying swole.
I do like saying swole. Oh man, if he's your pilot, you're flying with a real legend. But yes,
Well,
I helped provide some components for his guns, but I was not the one who made them. He made them himself. I just gave him the materials.
Is there any chance I could have those materials?
I can definitely give them to you. I mean, they're basically just a bunch of random metal, wood, and some black powder, but you're gonna have to figure out how to make them yourself.
Oh, I think
that sounds like my area of expertise.
But whatever I need to pay, I'll pay it for the pieces.
With that, he does kind of go into the back. Not as far this time. You can kind of still see his tail around the corner. And he comes back with actually this rather large bag of, at first glance, when you look inside it, it just looks like random junk. Like little tiny planks of wood, bits of metal, screws, springs. There's like an even smaller bag inside it, which once you open that up, it is like very fine black powder.
You just see, when Coco sees it, you just see his eyes just literally light up.
All right, Master Warforged, if you want to take the reins so much, you can go ahead and build it yourself.
All right, for something like this, I mean, this is basically just scrap that I never used that old Jew somehow found a use out of. But if you want it, I'll give it to you for, and he just kind of looks over the bag for a moment. 1 silver.
Fine by me.
That's a good deal.
All right, you pay the 1 silver. You have your box of firearms components.
You just see like a cartoon smoke cloud of just ting 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 ting.
Okay, now hold on. You can't make it yet. You'll have to
I'm joking.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. If you want to make it, you are gonna have to do it during a long rest. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Yeah.
Yes, Davina.
May I finally buy my new great axe, Mr. DM?
Oh yeah, because you're there too. I'm so sorry. The giant lizard folk looks at you and goes like, "Oh, I remember you too. What is that?" And he sees the blue and red axe at your back.
It is my Frostfire axe that I got for a friend.
You see
And-
how
One
this
hell of a
guy's eyes
friend.
light up seeing the axe.
Did you want to see it?
No, I shouldn't. I'm on the clock.
Would you like to see my axe?
I take it and I go, it's okay. Just don't point it at anything. It'll fire something on fire or make something like turn into ice.
Okay. He gently clasps the axe and he like gently takes it away from you, so it's no longer in your hands. The moment it leaves your hands, Davina, the fiery and icy effects of the axe vanish. And the blue and orange color go back to like a duller color.
That's really cool.
This is, I'm just gonna say it right now, this is because you're attuned to the axe and he isn't.
That's what I figured.
And he just
I learned something new today.
he's a little bit sad that the effects of the axe blades kind of vanished in front of it. He just kind of like taps it for a minute, and he just goes, "This is very good," and he hands it back to you.
Thank you. But this I can't really use for like everyday tasks, you know? So I was wondering if I could possibly get a just normal war axe. Great axe. Sorry.
Oh, I'm sure we can find you something. He doesn't even go to the back end this time. He just kind of like looks to his right and just grabs this giant double-headed axe, like just off the wall. And he goes like, all right, for something like this is a very common kind of axe that we make all the time for people like you. So for this one, 2 gold.
Oh. I will take that.
All right, so
Thank
you
you.
give him the 2 gold. You now have a magical fire and ice battle axe and a very, very normal battle axe.
Cool. All right.
Is that everyone's errands for weapons? For everyone who didn't go to the weapon shop, are you guys like doing your own thing, or are you just kind of standing around?
I went to the fabrics.
All right, so Malice, you are heading over to the fabric store. It took you a little bit to get there because you needed to be guided by some signs and passerbys. But you do come across this fabric store, and it's a very nice looking fabric store. Behind the desk, you see what looks like a drow in a very nice white shirt and black vest, and he just kind of like turns to you from behind the counter and goes like, "Ah, how can we help you today, my lady?"
Milady.
Well, I mean, I'm sorry. You remind me of my mother.
Oh, I do apologize if that set you
Yeah,
off.
she was a drow too.
Oh.
So, I was looking for anything that is fireproof.
What are you,
Anything you
Norman
have.
Bates? Sorry.
Fireproof. Oh, we actually do have quite a lot of selections about that. Let me go see. He walks out from behind the counter, and you see that his entire lower half is a spider.
Oh yeah.
So
It's him
the
again.
same exact thing.
It's this guy. She went to the same fabric shop that you all went to.
I knew that.
I hate
Like,
writers that happen.
Oh yeah, but this guy's like a Japanese host in like one of those cafes.
Hey,
the Drider.
Davina needs a
some
minute.
drow actually do have spider under halves, so it's canon.
The Drider walks out from behind the counter, and he's like doing his best, considering that his legs take up like a whole lot of space as well as his abdomen. He's just kind of like scouring the shelves for a moment. He actually kind of climbs up on the walls for a moment, and he does it very daintily, like nothing on the shelves or hangers gets jostled in the slightest. You can tell he's been doing this for a long time. He then comes back with this large, like, rolling pin of just a huge roll of what looks like very dark leather. And he climbs back down to your level and goes like, "With this fabric, you can craft many sorts of items that will be fireproof. Would you like me to make something for you, or did you just want the fabric yourself?"
I'll just take the fabric myself.
Not a problem. He walks out behind the counter and he, like, rolls out the fabric. You're basically in Hobby Lobby right now in the fabric section. He then just goes like, "How many yards do you want?"
Give me 3 yards.
Very well. He takes...
About 3 critty.
He takes, like, giant shears and he, like, cuts the fabric, rolls up the pin a lot more. Then he folds up the cut fabric, puts it in a nice little paper bag for you. This will be 40 silver.
Okay, I'll hand him the money.
All right, you give him 40 silver. You now have your fireproof fabric. Are you going to want anything else, or is this it?
No, this is it.
All right, then. Is there anyone else doing any shopping before you guys head out? All right. Oh, we lost someone.
F in the chat.
F in the chat.
F in the chat.
All right. So, with that being said,
Yep.
all of you...
I think.
So, with all that said and done, all of you once again collect in the main plaza of Acheron. And for the sake of time, we'll just say that all of you as a group make your way back to the airship ports. You see, once again, old Joe, who's just resting on the side of his own ship, reading what looks like the, this world's equivalent of Playboy. Of course, then the moment... And this is like old retro Playboy, where it actually was like a news magazine.
He really is Master Roshi, isn't he?
Ooh.
Pretty
Up
much.
magazine.
No, do tell.
Oh, please don't let her be chunky.
Oh no! Oh, look at that beard. Yes. Because
Of course, the moment he sees you all arrive, he's just like, "Hold on, do I have something here I can use?" Oh, yes. Of course, the moment that he sees all of you arrive, he's just like this. Oh.
Classy as ever,
The
old Joe.
magazine goes over the port, like, into the abyss of clouds below Acheron.
Well then.
Somebody
Yes,
else
I'll
is
Logan
gonna
will
get
just be like,
He's got other copies, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And you will never know where he's hidden his stash.
Logan might.
There will be a side quest when you have to find his lost porn stash. However, this will
Can
be
I
the quest
not
where
be
you...
on the team for that, please?
I will be on the team for that. And Logan would be like, I'll tell you for a price.
However, this will also be like the side quest where you get like the crazy ultimate powerful weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we have. It's like finding it's the side quest where it's like, oh, you go to this really remote location and you find just one of the porn bags. And it's like, not another Korok seed. They're just the Korok seeds of this campaign.
Oh yeah, if you can find all of Old Joe's missing Playboy issues, it's basically the Korok seeds from Breath of the Wild.
This is slowly becoming Dragon Quest.
Anywho, so back on topic. So you guys, Old Joe just flings his Playboy over the side and goes like, Oh, you're back so soon? I thought you'd be resting a lot more. What's the situation?
Well, we have to go to a place called Aspen to help our friend Malice here with the situation.
He looks over at the very new face who sticks out apart from the crowd. He goes like, pleasure to meet you, Miss Malice. And who is this good boy right here?
It's a pleasure to meet you too, sir, and I'd be careful when petting him, it does burn.
Of course, the moment you say that, Old Joe reaches out, Fizzgig kind of sniffs his hand for a moment, and then just right away, Fizzgig just falls on his back.
You idiot.
And Old Joe just kind of gives him like a good one-handed belly rub, and Fizzgig is just like, ah.
He's just.
I'm just gonna walk further onto the ship away from them.
Intimidating, damn it!
Malice, you walk on the ship first because you can't stand the sight of your idiot boy right there.
Yeah.
Seeing you walk away, Fizzgig does get up, kind of whimper at Old Joe for a moment before sulkily walking onto the ship. Everyone else gets on the ship as well. All right, so you said you're all heading to Aspen?
Aspen Dental, yes.
Alrighty, well then, we're off. You feel the engines hum to life, the propellers start spinning, and you guys slowly make your way out of the city of Acheron, and you make your way into the clouds heading north. Alright. Now, it is going to take about a day and a half for you to get to... It took you about a day and a half to get to the Balmaris Winter Manor. And so it's going to take you, at least 2 days to get to Aspen.
Huh, that's the longest we've ever waited.
So, with that being...
You guys wanted... Oh, go for it, Evan.
So, with that being said, this will be a time for you to get, any interactions out of the way. And I believe it goes without saying that this will also be a time for you to sneak in, at least one long rest during your trip. And just to reiterate, Coco, that will be a time where you can attempt to try to craft a firearm for Polo. All right, now, Davina, what is it?
Did we want to go to the Balmaris mansion for the rest?
That's your choice. I'm just the DM.
Yeah, I'm asking everybody.
I'm fine with it.
Work here.
That's fine, it'd be closer to the wolves anyway.
We might be able to get some information that we need, so it might be
Yeah.
a good idea to check.
Yeah.
All right, so it looks like you guys are going to be making a pit stop at the old Balmaris Winter Villa to rest and recuperate after a long day and a half of travel. Now, that being said, though, this is going to be a time for you to all have any little interactions with each other. What happens?
Arios is just gonna go around the entire mansion, just every single painting.
You're
he
not
sees.
at the mansion yet. You're
Oh,
not there
darn
yet.
Darn it!
Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
Arios is so stoned right now. He just thinks he's already at the mansion.
Actually,
Davina's gonna go up to Old Joe and just be like, "Hey, Old Joe, do me a
yes?
favor. We're gonna make a pit stop at the Balmaris Winter Villa.
All right, not a problem. He kind of adjusts the steering helm a little bit.
Who is Winter Villa?
Oh, that's our Joe.
Wop,
He's old Joe. He's old Joe.
That hasn't been active. I'm tempted to ask him questions.
You can if you want.
Sweet.
I would say Mistral, after getting on, goes immediately straight to the back to avoid everyone.
Wait,
I'm surprised, since we're on a new trip that's, not as dangerous as the Lunas trip, that Mistral hasn't tried to get Coco high. See if that works.
Yeah, Mistral, do you have any cookies you'd like to give people, like always?
I do have cookies.
Hey,
and Mistral's
hey, you want the-
very... What?
I was gonna be like, hey, you want this weed? I do not have lungs, therefore I cannot. So- downloading weed.exe.
Holy shit! Sonic Real Time.
Download high.exe.
Coco,
Divide by 0.
Cokes, count all the grains of sand. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everyone, you all need to watch the Sonic 06 real-time fan dub by Snapcube. It's one of the most hilarious things ever.
It's very good. It's really
Yes.
Carly, you know it. It's where the whole, welcome to my house. As you can see, I've knocked over many chairs because I get so tilted at the towers.
We're at the towers. Welcome to my gamer
It's a
pad.
gamer pad. Girls don't. What was it? Because I get friend zoned so frequently.
I'd like to be in the friend zone. I want friends.
It's not as simple. It's not as easy as you think. Girls don't see you as a person. They see you like an item. Sometimes I wish people would see me more than just an accessory to this game. But unfortunately, as a gamer, I don't get respect.
I'm not a gamer. Someone they respect me.
That just makes you a beta cuck.
Alright.
So where are we dropping, boys?
Scene. Alright.
Okay, so...
All right.
What were you trying to say?
All right, so hold on, Eden. You had questions for old Joe?
No, I was talking about the bot.
Oh, the bot. Oh, Coco.
Oh.
Okay, go ahead.
Coco's kind of like... He's like... starting to like look through the box and like kind of be like, okay, I think I get the general gist of all the parts. I can start building this pretty soon. Kitty!
Giggin.
I honestly thought that was in character where Coco.
Oh.
Distraction.
But you said you have questions for the bot.
Yeah. No, the old Joe bot.
The bot in the Discord.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not Coco. Coco has a name.
Coco's half robot.
Half robot.
Yeah, for old Joe. Wait, hold on. I have no clue what's going on. What's happening?
Eden has questions for old
Nothing's
Joe.
happening.
Okay, Eden, what is your question?
Kids are crazy.
No, I'm trying. I was gonna say the old Joe bot in the Discord has not been active. I might ask him questions. That's what I'm getting at.
So
Okay.
not in game.
Joe
in
bot?
the Discord.
Yeah, we have a bot. I mean,
we have an old Joe bot.
Oh, that's right.
So...
I made
Oh,
him make
that's
it.
Sorry, you keep saying bot. I keep thinking you're talking about Coco.
No.
Yeah!
I'm
That's
sorry.
racist.
a bot.
So... Since we're talking about Coco, should I make the rolls for trying to craft it?
Did you send me your character sheet?
I can.
Hold on. Let me see if I can find it again. I'm pretty sure I can.
Like, I'm in the Song of the Wilds campaign if you want to just go through there.
I thought I was trying to look for it, but I don't see it. I see Yip there, but I don't see Coco.
Should be there. I'm part of the campaign.
I don't see you in here.
You have to add the character to the campaign.
I have.
Oh no, I see him. He's like unassigned character.
I
Did
can
he go
DM you.
Hey, while we're worrying about this, can I do a scene with Davina?
Absolutely, go right ahead.
I DM'd it to you with you.
I try to find Davina and I tell her, I can't help but feel like I've been thinking a lot about when we died and were brought back to life, especially with all the spiritual and godly beings we've been meeting lately.
Yes. What have you been thinking about with that?
Still don't really know Wow, okay. We still don't really know exactly why we were brought to life.
I still think, based on what we've seen, that because Evan, what was it? It was a man that we saw, right?
You saw, like, the vague silhouette of a tall humanoid figure who looked
That's
like he
okay.
was made of, like, green mist. But he had, like, no features. It was just, like, the outline of a man.
Of a big, burly man. All right. Cool. I think that whoever we saw... I don't know, but with that green mist, it makes me think that it has something to do with the orb.
That would make sense. I just wish we could meet someone who might be able to answer some of this. The orb isn't going to help us. The orb probably doesn't even know anything about it.
I don't think he does either. It's a new god. It's still weird to say.
Well, you've become one of the richest woman in the world. Perhaps you might have some connections now that we don't even know about.
I might. Still learning all types of new things. We might find something in the villa.
But here's the part I don't get. It brought us back to life, but not Sterling.
Oh. Shoot. Maybe that's because Sterling isn't really dead. He's just kind of petrified.
He's resting. Yeah.
He's just resting in pieces. That man is dead. It's because he's not really dead. Maybe it's because he's petrified, or
Evan, did we tell Wolfric that we were brought back to life?
That we did not.
I actually can't remember.
I would have that in my notes, and it is not there.
Okay. I think it's time, considering the fact of all these things that have been coming to light lately, it's time we told Wolfric what happened to us.
I agree.
Alright, well, let's make a promise to survive this mission, so we can tell...
And we lost him again.
Cool.
In the chat.
We can tell Volbrick.
You having trouble there, bud?
And
oh my god, Liam, I want to know. Tell who? Tell who?
tell him that we died, and maybe we can finally get some answers. There, that's how I was trying to end that.
He does seem to know more than he lets on. And what is his big fascination with Eden? He's talked to her 2 times now, all by himself. I'm sorry, he's talked to him 2 times now, all by himself. I want to be let in.
Well, maybe we need to let him into our little secret then.
I mean, maybe there's a reason there's the casting couch.
I was gonna say, we forget Eden's bi, you don't know what's going on behind closed doors.
You know, he would break her. I mean, he would break him, right?
I mean, you don't know what he's into.
Well, Lady Balmaris, I think one thing we can do... I think what we can do while we're at the mansion is maybe see if there's anyone the Balmaris family has that might be able to give us some answers about what happened to us.
Considering I let all of the servants go, we could check the records.
Yeah, I was thinking more notes. That's what I was thinking.
Oh, okay, that works too.
We didn't burn down the mansion, so there's got to be some stuff in there that can help us.
That's true. But I seriously doubt that Atarax or Mistral or Arios would have been into taking stuff to read. I mean, Mistral maybe.
They're not nerds, are they?
I mean, I took books, but I didn't see her in the library. I didn't see anybody in the library.
Or did
It's
you?
worth a shot, right?
Are you guys?
It's worth a shot.
I'm done. I'm good.
I have an interaction I want to do.
I gave you a question and you didn't answer. You just said I'm done.
Oh, we couldn't even hear you.
Yeah, I didn't hear the question. I'm sorry.
It's worth a shot, right?
Yes, it is. It is.
And all I hear after that is, I'm done. We're done. Okay. Bye, Leo.
I'm tempted the next time that we try to have a session, it might be on Zoom, just to see if that works a little bit better than Discord.
That's totally fine.
Malice, you said that you had an interaction?
Yes.
All right, interact away.
Okay, so I'm going to follow Mistral. And when I find her, I'm going to cross my arms, lean against the closest thing that's there, tilt my head, and say, "So what are you doing with the Grey Blades, Princess?"
Well, excuse me, Princess.
What?
We don't hear this.
Oh my god.
This old money.
I like how Izzy just waddles back.
Let me collect myself. Hold on.
Scene.
Scene. What did you say? Yes, that's what you said.
Well, excuse me, Princess.
Okay, guys, let them have their interaction.
Yeah.
Anyways, so Mistral's probably like, first of all, very caught off guard because she's trying to remember who this is. She's thinking to herself, I know this person, but from where? And finally hearing that phrase, she's like, oh, really? You? What are you doing here?
I'm here asking for help. That's what I'm here doing.
And of course, of all groups you have to ask for help had to be mine, of course.
Oh, I didn't pick this group. Fizzgig did, so you can blame him. He probably recognized you.
Fizzgig, just starts bounding up and down like, yes, I did something!
Oh, he's baby.
I actually did something!
Michelle's just looking at the dog like, I thought my dog looked familiar, but, I don't see dogs often enough. Especially one of your kind. I'm surprised that I didn't remember right off that. But you are very mysterious, and it's very confusing.
I like to keep things interesting. And the Grey Blades limit your exploration, I guess.
I mean, it's not like I've been here long. It's just been... Evan, how long have I been here?
About as long as everyone else.
I've been here for X amount of days, months, years.
You go.
Months. So it's not like I've done enough to explore anything. We've only done a handful of things together. I mean, honestly, we're still strangers at this point, but we know a lot about each other for strangers. But you!
Strangers in love.
You!
I'm gonna point at me mockingly.
Yes, you! Standing there, in front front of my eyes. It's baffling. Baffling.
I mean, you tried to hit me once. You can do it again if you want.
I mean, I could. You know, I don't know why your presence seems to bother me so much. I don't understand.
That's okay, princess. You'll understand someday. And then I'm just gonna walk away and leave Fizzgig with her.
Fizzgig has no clue what's going on between the two of you. He just looks up. He just looks up at Mistral, like expectantly, just panting and smiling like a giant Rottweiler smile.
There's a story there, and I want to know.
Any other little interactions?
Is there a crow's nest on this ship of sorts?
There is not.
I would like to stand at the bow. I'll just have my heavy crossbow out. I just want to scan the skies for anything.
All right.
All
right. Atarax, give me a perception check.
Fantastic. 18 plus 4, 22.
All right. The skies are clear. I mean, you see the occasional kind of far-off small bird, but they seem to be giving you a wide berth. Yeah, there's no danger.
I'll just hang out up here and feel the breeze in my scaly face.
All right. Any other little interactions before we turn in for the night?
Nope.
All right. All right. As you all continue to travel, night eventually does fall. Once this night passes, you will then officially have a half day before you reach the Balmaris Manor. Coco, during this time, you can either take a normal long rest, or you can try to create the gun using the materials that you've used.
Gun.
So what you're going to have to do is, I'm going to need you to roll just a straight dexterity check, because this is going to require very deft, flexible fingers to try and create. It's going to be a very meticulous process. It's now, the entire process is not going to take the whole night. If anything, it's just going to take half the night. But if you failed the DC your first time, you will be given a second chance to try to fix your mistakes and do it again. But if you decide to do that, you will be the only one in this party who does not get a long rest, because you will have officially been trying to do this all night.
Alright. Nat 20. I got a nat 20 and a 19.
Huh. All right. It's almost like your vision is of the master builders from the Lego movie. As you just lay down all the pieces, like, on the deck in front of you, your eyes just start scanning all of the different pieces. And, like, in your vision, it's like, this piece highlights. Oh, wait, this piece is glowing too. If I put these two together, but then I can put this piece here, and then I can put this piece here. And, like, for you, this seems to be like a long process, but for everyone else, you're only doing this in, like, the span of, like, a couple hours or something. But you are able to, with the tools you have, put all of these pieces together, and you create, if you'll give me a moment. If you give me a moment, I actually want to try and look it up so I can have something for you. Sorry for the wait.
How dare you, Evan?
All right, here we go. All right. With the pieces that you have been able to create, the metal, the wood, the springs, the black powder, you have officially been able to create, in D&D Beyond terms, it is the hunting rifle.
Ooh,
Nice.
fancy schmancy.
It is a common weapon. It is ranged. It has a range of 80 to 240 feet with 2d10 piercing damage.
I kind of just the sights a little. All right.
The thing is, this does count as a two-handed weapon.
She's looking purty.
All right.
All right.
Congratulations.
I kind of just put it along, like, as all the others are sleeping, I kind of just, like, put it next to Polo stuff.
All right. Night soon passes. None of you really seem to have any, like, trouble sleeping this time, especially you, Eden. You actually get a peaceful night tonight. I felt like you deserved one.
I'm being bullied in this campaign and another one.
Yeah, I'm gonna sleep on whatever floor surface I have leaning against Fizzgig, so...
You're gonna be leaning up right against the compartment that old Joe stands in whenever he's piloting the ship, so you actually... That's like the only other thing on the deck. Everything else is just like boxes and the railings. Yes, Davina.
I would just like to say that Davina and Arios are sleeping, and if she will allow this, Davina is big spooning Arios.
And you're just the giant wing that just kind of cuddles the both of you.
Anytime.
Adios.
Arios just kind of like looks around for a moment, looks at the camera, winks for a moment, and then goes back to sleep. Night soon passes for all of you, and so all of you will be allowed a long rest. Kind of a moot point because you already had your long rest before you left, but just for the sake of clarification, this would also count as a long rest. The sun rises, and all of you awaken just feeling well rested and recovered. Polo, you wake up to see a brand shiny new hunting rifle right next to your pack. Polo.
Okay. I guess I pick it up and I take it over to Old Joe.
Old Joe is already wide awake and he's piloting the ship and he just looks at you and goes, "Oh, shut him up, Polo!"
Yes, I figured it was about time I made up for my little event that I caused during that battle. So, here you go. Enjoy the new gun.
Old Joe just kind of like puts the boat on autopilot, walks up, and he just looks at the gun for a moment. Kind of holds it in his hands like, "Oh, this is nice." And then he does this thing. He like spins it in his hands for a moment, checks the balance, and then just boom. It's like, very nice. And like for an old geezer, these movements are like water fluid. Like everything is deliberate
because
that he's doing.
Joe
with
is
this
a
gun.
V.
Badass.
Stay strapped.
Thank you very much. This definitely will help. And then he kind of walks back inside to just kind of put the rifle standing up in the corner of his little cabin here. And you actually see, Polo, for the first time, the entire back of his cabin, where he has all of his piloting equipment, it is like a workbench of just crafting, like, bullets, explosives. Like, this guy's got, like, a John Wick table here.
Oh, hell yeah.
Nice.
By the way, Mr. DM, I sent you a DM. I slid into your DM.
Alrighty. With that being said, Old Old Joe definitely does thank you for the rifle. He goes back to piloting. Unfortunately, he can't really interact with this scene. For the sake of time, we're just going to say that hours pass. Also, will kind of count as a short rest. The atmosphere has quickly gone colder as you start to see, like, the tops of mountains underneath the ship. Permanent snow is slowly falling. You come across a valley between mountain peaks, and Davina, you can make out the shape of the Balmaris Winter Villa here. It is also here. It is also here that we are going to take our first break. So all of you get some snacks, go to the bathroom. We will be back in about 10 minutes or so. We will see you all later. Alrighty, welcome
Such a
back
cutie.
from our adorable little break, and
Just such a
Thank
cutie.
you for waiting out our commercial break that didn't have an actual commercial, and we are back with Song of the Wild.
Song of the Wilds. Alright,
So professional.
so you guys finally feel the airship slowly land at the edge of the courtyard of the Balmaris Winter Villa. It is definitely how to put this, not as active as it once was since the last time you were here, but you do see evidence that there are still people here. Like the occasional path of footprints in the snow that lead to the manor, what looks like the giant pressed down patches of what looks like airships that are no longer here. How do you proceed?
Can I just be that person that just goes, guys, I think people have been here. I don't know if you can tell, but like I just sense something.
Way to state the obvious.
I'm gonna go and I'm gonna open up the door since I have the
Stop calling me princess.
All right, Davina, you just take the keys, you unlock the doors, and you just swing them open.
Mama's home.
You see what looks like 2 high elves in black business suits and a gnome also in a very similar black business suit. They all just kind of stop what they're doing and look at you confused. Davina, you recognize the gnome as the family lawyer. He was the one who told you that you inherited all of the money of the Balmarises.
And the properties. Hello.
Oh, Mrs. Balmaris, it's an honor to finally to have you back here. He kind of waddles up to you. To what do we owe the pleasure?
Well, we needed a place to stay for the night, and we're doing something nearby. To what do I owe the pleasure that you're here?
Oh, we're just doing an appraisal of the property. We need to see what its value is at now ever since the damages sustained during the fight, and then we would obviously, Miss Balmaris, come to you to see if you wished to retain the manor or if you wished to put it on the market.
Oh no, I thought I was perfectly clear with that I wanted to keep all of it and turn them into orphanage. So.
Yes, but we didn't know how literal you were with all of it.
I'd like to think I was very literal. I'd like to think I was very literal with that. But what did you do with all the kids then that were in the other houses?
As per your orders, we have successfully evacuated them, and they are currently at the custody of the Royal Guard, and they are trying to find if they have any next of kin.
All right.
It is a slow process, but we don't have to worry about that issue for now.
Alrighty. Well then, carry on. We are going to make ourselves at home. If you don't mind.
Yes. Then we will not be in your way. He kind of snaps his fingers, and the 2 elves, they both turn to Davina, bow for a moment, and then all 3 of them leave.
Well, I was hoping
That was
I could
weird.
hunt the gnome. I'm so sorry. That was just in my head.
Don't cut the gnome. He is my lawyer.
Oh, well, come on. Short
Never
people
cut the gnome.
and gnomes are puntable.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
All
But
right.
we like him.
No,
We're to keep
no
him.
man punts a gnome.
All right. So
you guys are no fun.
So you all enter the Balmaris Winter Villa, and it looks like Luigi's Mansion in here. The place is big. There's rooms and stairs everywhere. It is now just a little past noon, so you can choose to just rest here for a little bit and then carry on, or you can actually full-blown spend the night here. It's entirely up to you.
I thought that was the plan. I thought that it was like evening by the time we got here.
Oh no, it's
sorry,
way,
y'all. I didn't.
It's way earlier, but you still have the option of staying here if you'd like. It's up to you.
Then do y'all just want to go? I thought that was the whole point, was that we were going to do this so that we didn't have to just sleep on the airship.
Oh, no. I got something I want to do here.
Alrighty.
So are there like portraits of the Balmarises around?
Yes.
Okay, alright, so Arios is going to go and find every single portrait of the Balmarises and just like start doodling on them like the goofy glasses and mustaches. Just
wait a minute. What about the pictures of Davina and Navarre?
No, everything else is messed up. Davina's beautiful. He even draws like pretty little hearts around her and things like that.
That's so fun. Love that.
All right, Arios runs around like a disgruntled Jigglypuff, doodling on all of the portraits. You guys now basically have an entire like mansion to yourselves, and unfortunately, as far as you can tell, what Davina said is correct. Because all of the slaves are gone, you guys are literally the only ones here. There are no servants. There is no one here.
Well, this isn't a tad ominous.
Oh God, is this going to be the Halloween episode?
Because they were not servants. They were slaves.
Yes, so do you think anybody has died yet, other than your late husband?
Oh, I'm sure. They probably killed lots of people in here. Actually, they did.
You want me to find out?
Demons, it's me, your boy.
Skinny penis.
I can find out if there are spirits here. I have a Book of the Dead.
Rock and roll, buckaroo!
That's not! Considering the fact that my late husband died here, and my late father-in-law, and we didn't have a very good relationship, let's not!
Oh, you could have killed him twice, then.
A piece of your mind?
You hear that, guys? She said we could have killed him twice! That would have been a sight, right?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yes. Normally you can only really kill a person once.
I can barely
Coco
hear
doesn't know
Lauren.
about the fight that happened here. he just knows that the Balmars was found dead.
I'm gonna go to the kitchen.
All right, Eden goes to the kitchen. Is anyone joining him?
Can I would like
I'll
to
go.
go to the kitchen.
I was gonna say, we'll go to the kitchen because we know how to cook, me and Fizzgig.
It's actually the plan that I was gonna go.
Eden, Mistral, Polo, and Malice and Fizzgig, and F in the chat.
F in the chat!
You all head to the kitchen. It is still very well stocked in here. However, it is mostly like unperishables in jars and such in the pantry.
Because I was gonna say, if it's still stocked, is it moldy?
Moldy? Question mark?
No, if they're non-perishables, they should be fine. So,
I wonder if there's any.
What were you
I
looking
wonder if
for?
there's any game we can hunt around here.
If there is game, then me and Fizzgig can go hunting.
I might join you for that.
Well, Polo, didn't you want to look and see if we could find notes?
We've got
Anything we
time.
discussed earlier.
We can't
we do have
research
time.
on an empty stomach.
That's true, we can't.
I would like. Do you think they have any jams? I would like a jam. Let's go. I'm gonna go with
They do. They have actually a shelf that is just jams of peach, raspberry, strawberry, grape, orange.
Oh, I take the big raspberry jam off the shelf, and I just go, "This is mine. Do not touch it. Thank you." And I just go and take a seat and
Stick your hand right in the jar, just like.
No, I am a lady. I am a lady of kindness. And
I stick my whole hand but my pinky.
I take a spoon of at least what it looks like a spoon, and I just start mixing it and having a little bit.
You put a little bit of a weird green substance in there and you mix it all together.
What do you got, bibbidi bobbidi?
Might be My happy mood. Who's to
Before
say?
me and Fizzgig walk out the kitchen to the front door, I'm gonna say, "You like sweet things, princess?" And then waggle my eyebrow and then walk away.
Oh, I just got
Davina! Is Davina in the kitchen with them?
You didn't go to
No.
the kitchen.
No.
You didn't
I didn't go to the kitchen. Please tell me somebody heard that.
I guess I did.
I mean, all of us did.
Polo, roll me a perception check.
Alright, let me look at my stats real quick here.
Wouldn't Eden have to roll one too? Cause
Alright, I guess my perception is plus
Oh, yeah.
2.
Oh yeah, Eden
And
and Polo roll perception checks.
From what I remember, it's plus 2.
nope.
Oh, wow! Dirty 20.
Nice. I heard nothing.
Okay, Eden, you were too mesmerized by all of the different foods that they have in here. It's actually quite amazing. Polo,
I'm so hungry.
Polo,
I mean, if you knew where he grew up, yeah.
Polo. While you have no
Yo.
idea of the context, you did distinctively hear Malice call Mistral Princess.
Alright, can I say to Eden, did you hear Malice call him princess? Call her princess?
Huh? What? Food.
Oh, whatever.
Me. Hashtag same.
That's like Carly and me whenever we go to Eggheads.
Who does what?
All right. So you guys are in the kitchen. Malice, I'm assuming you're going out hunting?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going with her.
Wait, can I cast something before they leave?
All right, what do you cast?
I would like to cast Unseen Serpent to follow Malice.
All right, you cast your invisible servant. You feel its presence, even though it is otherwise undetectable, and the servant tails after them. While they're gone, is anyone else doing anything in the manor?
I'm gonna go see where Arios went and see what trouble they're getting themselves into.
Okay, we will get to that in a moment.
Gonna go sleep with him in your husband's bed?
Oh my god!
That is the definition of petty.
Wow.
Oh,
I
that was
got the gears in Leah's mind a running.
Wow, that was very. Wow,
Oh, yeah.
was there like some spite in there? Because there seemed like there was some spite in there.
Oh,
Some
man,
pensive aggression.
just doing your barred boyfriend in the bed of your late ex-husband. That is like the definition of petty.
Which would also be their wedding bed. So
Jesus.
it would be a double insult.
It just gets worse and worse.
It keeps getting worse.
All right, we will actually get to that in a moment. We're first going to focus on. Oh no, but we will get to it. So we're first going to put the camera on Polo and Malice. It's right now just the two of you. You walked out of the manor.
Three of us, Fizzgig.
And Fizzgig. I'm just assuming Fizzgig is always with you, like 24/7,
Okay.
unless you say otherwise.
Yeah, okay.
So right now it's just the two of you. It is a very slightly overcast and yet sunny kind of afternoon time of day right now, and yet it's still overcast enough for there to be a very light snowfall on top of you. It is just a valley that goes on for like a couple miles in all directions surrounding the manor, and it's just snow, but like the softest, fluffiest, like fresh snow that you've ever seen. It is cold, but it's not like a biting cold. It's a very nice, fun kind of cold.
Is Fizzgig not melting the snow where he's standing?
Fizzgig is totally melting the snow wherever he stands.
Alright.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was gonna follow Fizzgig because that's where the less snow is.
Okay, so Fizzgig takes the lead, although you are definitely directing him, and the path that he walks is just... It's kind of like that game Okami, where wherever the wolf treads, you see a literal path of nature follow after. It's kind
I love Okami.
Yeah, Carly, you and I have to play Okami. I own it, like on 3 different systems. So yeah, where Fizzgig walks, the snow behind him has melted, and you actually see like the very damp grass and slightly trampled flowers that were underneath all of this snow. Very, very obvious clear path of green in all the white. If you're looking for animals, I would like the both of you to roll me survival checks.
Alright. I'm trying to bring up my character sheet here.
$18.
Sorry about this. Loading. I probably should have just stayed on my desktop.
Liam, don't you have normal dice?
Yeah, but I still don't know what my modifiers are.
Oh, give me a moment. I can do that. I can do that for you.
Well, it just came up, so never mind. Oh, +2. Okay. Simple enough.
So, wait, Malice, you rolled a 19, you said?
I rolled an 18, and my perception is +2.
Okay,
Well,
well,
survival.
this is a survival check, not perception.
Oh, right. Shit. Sorry.
I got an 18 on survival.
All right, sweet.
I survived the hell out of this.
All right. So, the both of you... Oh my god, he just threw that baby.
It does look like you're throwing her, David.
The lag in the video makes me think like the baby's actually airborne. It's kind
No, she's not. She's
Well, we
been
know,
doing that.
but
It's
it
super
looks like
cute.
you're doing this.
I was so freaked out for
No, I am actually tossing her, but only a few inches at the end of my hands.
Oh, yeah, the up.
Oh, I used to do that with my niece and nephew all the time. They loved it.
All babies love it.
Until they get
Yeah.
sick and they throw up.
And then the Fire Nation attack.
Okay.
Yeah,
So, Malice and Polo, you very carefully study the surrounding snow, especially the patches of snow that Fizzgig has not walked through, and you actually do see the very faint, just freshly covered tracks of what looks like possibly 1 or 2 rabbits.
Okay.
Now,
I'm going to ask
Fizzgig, kill him!
to sniff out the rabbits, and he's got plus something on perception. I know you've got his sheet.
I'll have to find it again. Give me a
Fizzgig
moment.
has his own sheet?
Yeah.
He's an animal companion.
You're an
Dude,
animal
this is my first campaign.
Most animal companions, even if you're playing D&D or Pathfinder or any of the other ones, you should usually have a character sheet for your animal.
I found cuties.
Okay, give me just a moment. I'm opening it up.
I have food.
So how's your guys' day?
All right, so
Not
Fizzgig,
terrible.
let me see here. Yeah, that is true. Fizzgig has a +5 on perception, being a dog.
Wow.
So Fizzgig is going to do a perception check to see if he can find the rabbits.
Pesky wabbits.
George.
For mice and men.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Tell me
Here-
about
here
the
in
rabbits, George. How is this happening?
Oh, jeez. He
Edward.
rolled a 17, so that's
Edward.
22.
Holy shit!
He is just like sniffing the ground, sniffing the ground, sniffing the ground, and then his head just kind of like goes up, looks to the right, and he does a zoomy. He just goes through the snow, and then you just see him go like, as soon as he like gets to a certain point away from you, he just goes, "Rawr, rawr." And then he like rises up, kind of looks up you with like big expectant eyes and 2 very large hairs in his mouth.
Yeah. Oh, those kind of hairs.
He caught dinner. Good boy, you caught dinner.
I mean,
Can I do an
my
animal
mom
handling
makes
check
me
to
best.
congratulate him?
Yeah, you can do an animal handling check.
Alright. I just like to be able to use
My
my
mom
hands.
makes that rabbit ragu. It is delicious. The sauce, it's so good.
Oh shit. Hang on, let me do that again. I didn't see what it was. So. Oh, brilliant. Well, that's a 6.
Oh, plus?
No, that's with the plus. It was a 1. I rolled a 1.
However, you still succeeded, because as soon as Fizzgig walks up to you with like a big happy smile and a mouthful of rabbits, he instantly just flops down on his back demanding belly rubs from you. I will tell you this right now. For animal handling, Fizzgig has a very, very low DC, because he is very easily pleased.
Because he's baby!
It's like one of my best
He is
proficiencies.
I'm gonna lean down and pick up the rabbits and then pet him on his head and let Polo give him whatever belly scratches he wants. And tieflings are immune to fire damage, so.
Well,
That's true too.
Well, it's
I
not
didn't
like-
even think of that.
It's not like the fire would have hurt you in any way, because Fizzgig trusts you. We're operating on Ponyta logic from Pokemon.
Okay.
Malice, I would like you to roll me a perception check.
Oh, okay.
We'll get to you, Carly. Just a moment.
Oh no, I sent David a DM. For reasons.
Plot.
Well, I mean, I didn't ask for those pictures, but thank you.
Oh boy.
That's not a good thing to hear.
That's up to you.
What?
I'm just messing with you.
I'm not the only one.
Are you just gonna let him?
Are all of you getting pictures but me?
No.
I mean,
Carly doesn't love me that much, as we've noticed.
Same.
See there? Look at what you started.
Well,
See,
it's
no
all right
pictures.
because
No
it's all right
pictures.
because
Let me
I
try
get
it.
the.
Let me see if I can read
Well,
it.
it's all right because I get the live version.
That you do.
Ooh, baby.
Oh, I have no idea.
The point
Really?
is,
Now you're gonna act shy? Really?
no, sorry, I'm being a butt. That's all.
So am I.
I know.
I'm sorry. Anyhow,
I gotta say,
I'm sorry, Evan. I didn't think that was gonna turn into a whole thing. Please continue.
Carly, you should know who you're playing with.
I know.
Yeah, you should.
Okay, Malice, what did you roll?
16.
All right. Aside from the obvious puncture marks from Fizzgig's fangs, like that killed these rabbits, you kind of turn the rabbits around and you see, coming out of the puncture marks, black blood. And you turn to look at the faces of the rabbits, and just like everything else, they got the white eyes and the black tar tear stains. Literally like every other form of life.
Is Fizzgig alright?
Fizzgig is just kind of like sitting down, looking at the both of you, lapping his lips. He seems totally fine.
He's a hellhound. He's not of this plane. Things here usually don't affect him. But I don't know if you guys can cook this stuff out.
I guess I turn to Malice and I tell her, do you know about this?
Yes, I know about this. I hunt these damn things for a living.
No, fair enough.
Like I said, these are scars, not body paint.
Right.
Oh.
Sorry, I have a little trouble keeping up with who knows what sometimes.
That's totally fine.
That's
Now, you can definitely attempt to try to prepare the meat of those things. It is possible, I will say. But it is gonna take some checks here. We're now going to move the camera away from you. We're just going to say that you're gonna walk back to the manor, and now we're gonna look at Davina and Arios. Alright, so Davina, as you walk around the mansion trying to get a handle of your boy toy, you find Arios has now made it all the way to the 3rd floor of the manor, and he's basically drawing on this portrait of what was your husband's name again?
That bitch.
Navarth, thank you.
Navarth. It's like literally
You're
Hitler.
so muted.
I didn't know that. I'm sorry.
Basically, you see
Just like Arios draws dick butt on the picture.
Yeah, pretty much. One of them is a dick butt. But you see Navarth in what looks like... You see Navarth in this portrait where he's like on a horse, and it's like the famous painting of Napoleon, where he's on a horse, it's like rearing back, and Navarth is just like majestically posing on top of the horse itself. And you see Arios drawing what looks like a very fat, ugly, we're talking like Jabba the Hutt levels of fat and ugly. This very fat and ugly, what looks like his caricature of like an ugly bar wench who is like sitting on top of the horse in front of Navarth, making kissy faces at him. and Arios just writes down on top of that Navarth X BBWs.
I sneak up behind Arios and I say, "A good painting, or I guess a good drawing."
Why, thank you. I take pride in my work.
Have you done this to every painting?
I think there's one left.
You know, we could have sold those. We could have sold those and made mint.
Arios, to your memory, you have basically defaced 95% of all the paintings in this mansion. The other 5% are the ones that just have Davina in them and no one else, so you did not touch those.
God, all the money we could have gotten from those paintings.
You say that like we're not Jeff Bezos.
Atarax is gonna be pissed. Because he would have wanted to sell those. Oh well.
I don't know how much you would have made from them unless, you know, there's actually somebody who is oddly enough a Belmaris fan, but...
Belmaris
he had lots of
in this world.
He had a lot of fangirls. We could have made millions of dollars, but it's fine. So anyway. So, you're not going to eat dinner or lunch or whatever time it is? I don't really know.
Oh, yeah!
So what about second breakfast?
Why is money thrown at us, David?
Because David wanted to buy a picture.
I just happen to have $10 laying on the table, that's all.
I'll take it. You can just send it to Izzy's Creations. I'll send you a painting.
Yeah. I was gonna say Izzy's next big print is the defiled picture of the Belmont.
No, it's not my $10. It's just $10 that happened to be sitting on the table.
Good enough.
That's the best kind of $10.
It's yeah. Best kind of $10 is the $10 you spend on
As long as I get $10, I don't care whose it is.
I want Tree Fitty. Tree Fitty.
So, Arios, what have you done to the other paintings?
Well, I mean, there's a sorted defiling of, you know, all but the ones of you.
Oh.
Yeah,
Wait, there are pictures of her in there?
Well, yeah, she was married to him.
Yeah, but they didn't like each other.
No,
that doesn't make it any different. She was an item. She was basically like a pretty, like, basically. Yeah, she was arm candy.
Davina was a mail order bride.
Yeah, the equivalent of what oh fuck, what was his name? The guy who invented Playboys.
Hugh Hefner.
Yeah, Hugh Hefner was his model. The equivalent of that.
She was basically his Playboy bunny.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense why I was going to say this because their names are very similar, but I almost just said Hugh Jackman. It's like Hugh Jackman.
I know that.
Hugh Jackman is very loyal to his wife.
Yes.
Have you done this to all the other paintings, or can I do one?
I'm pretty sure there's one, oh, hold on. And Arios takes her hand and, like, starts walking down the hallway. And then opens,
I don't know why this is where my mind went to.
Like, oh, here, there's that one. And it's, like, one that's, like, sitting over the bed where he's just, like, standing there. He's just, like, proud of
exactly what I'm
himself.
gonna do to
Yes.
I don't know why this
I
is. What...
take the marker.
Is this Ariel's way of getting Davina into the bedroom by saying, "Hey, come in here and mess up this painting," and then maybe
God,
you
defiling
can
pictures of my
mess up
ex-husband
the
gets me
bed?
so hot.
I take the quill and I draw dick butts all over. All over. Evan, I do what I did to your fucking window the other day where I was just going dick butt, dick butt, dick butt.
All right, Davina, roll for dick butt.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, Davina, roll me a d20.
Roll a performance check.
Performance check.
And you just see Arios in the side, just like, huh.
Performance? I got an 8.
You were able to draw exactly 8 dick butts.
That's fun.
Yes.
And they're nicely arranged, too.
Hey, dick butts all
Very
in a row.
suggestive. Very suggestive.
This is a weird scene.
Yes, it is, but it's so much fun.
Side note.
There's a sleepy kitty.
Oh my goodness. So
We should
So-
to get again.
now that we've defiled all the paintings.
Yes.
Now that we've defiled all the paintings, would you like to defile each other?
I was gonna say it, but I don't know. That's
Oh,
this is-
God.
What do I do now?
Roll for seduction.
It's like the
Is that-
door's closed, all people hear as they walk by is laughing and giggling, and then somebody opens the door just to watch Davina and Arios jumping on the bed.
You wanna? Oh my god. You wanna jump on my old bed? That'd be kind of fun.
How is seduction not a skill?
It's
Especially for a bard.
basically charisma.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
I just,
persuasion.
it
Lots
seems
of
like
people-
that should be its own thing, but
But I will I'll DM you, Evan. There's another way people have calculated it that I think it's a lot better.
Oh
than
no,
just,
wait!
like-
I know what you're talking about. I have seen that before, but send it to me anyway, just so I can look at it currently.
Yeah.
To answer your question, Liam, not every game has sex in it. That's why it's not a thing.
well, yeah, but
Because keep in mind, there are children that play this game.
Yeah.
But are they
They're-
here?
No, but an example of
That's not where I wanted this to go. I wanted it to be cute.
it's cute.
Right? I was gonna say, come on, now we're just jumping on the bed. God, you guys.
I just wanted to know why there wasn't a seduction modifier.
Hey, just don't fall off and bonk your head.
No more jumping on
No
the
more
bed.
monkeys jumping on the bed.
All right, so
To us robots, you're all monkeys.
I know.
all
I
right,
know, I know.
Davina, Arios, do you go jump on the bed?
Yes.
Filthy monkeys.
All right, everyone else, you don't know why you heard a door shut 3 floors above you.
Oh, we know. We know.
Oko just
Think
like
you know.
presses a button on
Yeah.
this, and you just hear.
I look over at Malice and I say, doesn't a rope over a doorknob mean something?
Yeah, generally, yeah. Or a sock over a tent.
Yeah, I was about to say, ain't it a sock?
It could be a rubber band or something. I don't know.
So yeah, all of
Anything
you
over
2
Just
floors
straight up
down.
rubber. Let's just leave it at that, like an
So-
empty rubber.
So all of you 2 floors down, you all hear.
Nice. Nice.
And then you just hear like from an off room of Coco just doing tinkering and stuff and playing with his dog. You just hear him say, "Men getting pegged."
That's my sister, maybe? I don't know how I feel about hearing this.
Sister.
They don't know that. They're not in the room with you.
Yeah, we don't know what you're hearing.
Nana walks by. Very big getting grandchildren out.
Allegedly. Not known yet.
Allegedly. Yeah, you guys don't know. Come on, eh?
What are you doing?
I know.
I know too. My allergies. Terrible today, I can tell you.
Terrible.
So next
So Davina and Arios may or may not be doing the nasty.
They may not be.
They may
be forking the leading
Is anyone else going to be doing anything in here before Polo and Malice arrive and they all start dinner?
I would like to do something. I would like to request something that happens. May I request that my unseen servant that has been following Malice and Polo the entire time, they trip Malice on their way back.
All right, Malice. Malice, give me an acrobatics check.
Okay. Wrong dice. I got an 8.
Unfortunately, Malice, you feel your foot catch on something and you fall face first into the snow.
Oh, fucking great as I get up.
Without even knowing, the Mistrel kind of just giggles to herself because she can see it happen.
Now, Malice, I'd like you to make a perception check.
Dirty 20.
You clearly see in the spot where you felt your foot catch something, there is nothing there that your foot could have possibly caught on anything.
I'm gonna huff really, really loudly and be like, okay, princess, you wanna play like this? We're gonna play. And then get up.
Oh boy.
You know what?
Polo, you hear this?
Princess. Call me princess one more time.
Do I hear this?
Yeah, you're right next to Malice as she just seems to basically invoke revenge upon someone you can't see.
I guess I'm just like, I'm just gonna let this happen. It's not really my business.
Yeah.
Whatever.
All right. Is anyone else?
I'm not leaving though. I'm staying here.
All right. Is anyone else going to be doing anything?
I would like to walk around the mansion if I can, the entire time casting Detect Magic. See if anything lights up.
All right. You cast.
I'll walk with him, I guess.
All right. You cast Detect Magic. You actually do kind of see faint traces of. Hold on, Carly. What is it?
Where you just sent me.
You're only seeing it now?
I just now got a notification. It's not my phone. My phone is slow.
Oh, gee, I see.
Anyway.
Yeah. Okay, so Atarax, you can actually feel the faint traces of magic in this place, but clearly the magic is not here anymore. You're just feeling like the residual after effects of it. From what you can tell, it's like whoever cast these spells were casting some kind of like their own detect magic spells and a whole lot of like scanning and perception magic as well. Essentially, you kind of get the feeling that ever since you guys last left this place after the big fight with Balmaris and then the god of the economy, Toras, you get the feeling like whoever was here was doing an actual investigation because this place was basically a crime scene.
Your mom's basically a crime scene.
Not now, Coco.
Oh, yeah, and I'll pretty much spend my time just walking around like.
And that's when you see all of the defaced portraits.
These are so well done. Looks great with them
Coco's along with him like, dang, the graffiti here is like pretty rampant. Like, he didn't die too long ago. I wondered why so many people came in here and drew on all the portraits.
These are quite good.
All of the portraits except for Davina.
I mean, yeah. Graffiti is an amazing art form, but like, it wasn't that long ago. It was like a week ago. Because this stuff is out of character. This stuff that we've been doing back to back to back to back to back. So it's been like, this campaign's been over like what, a week, 2 weeks?
It's been like a month.
No, it's been longer than that.
A month or so.
Something.
Yeah, it's like.
Because we've had a lot of days that are like, like most
travel
of it is
days.
just traveling.
Yeah, true. But it's like.
And thanks to all of your guys' feedback, I do plan to slow down the pacing of these sessions so that they can be a little easier to handle and such. And that is going to include the fight scenes as well. However, that's no excuse for you guys to not study your character sheet so that when your turn comes in a fight, you're ready. That being said, is anyone else going to have any other little interactions before dinner is served?
As we're walking around, as Coco's walking around with Adrax, he's just going to be like, so, what's the deal with that owlbear?
Well, it's kind of hard to explain. I feel like there are others in the group that would be much more well-worded to explain it to you. That's kind of a thing we need to sit down as a group and discuss. Maybe bring it up over dinner.
Okay.
Or there are a lot of new ears in this party. No offense, yours included, and you just need to make sure you're up to snuff, I should suppose I should say.
That's fair. But yes, this place has a lot of history to it, I guess. Looking at the port, how many dick butts are like? There are so many dick. As he's just
aren't these
like,
really well done? You could see the detail and the butt hairs and
it's like so detailed, but also just so many, and they're all in like different poses.
Also, Atarax, Coco, I would like you both to roll perception checks.
Oh no!
What was it again? +4? +7.
Skills. Load.
19.
19.
What did I also perception? I also got a 19.
As you guys are walking around.
And then, wait a minute, Leah.
Man, kidding.
Leah. What else
And
is
all
there?
you're hearing is, oh, yeah!
Oh my god, you're so high! How are you doing that?
Someone in danger right now? You hearing this?
I haven't seen that movie in years.
I mean, I believe
get
it
that
too, and I
serotonin.
feel like they
Get
can
that
handle
serotonin.
themselves.
I'm just picturing that scene from Porky's.
No, it's Easy A. That's what they're
I was
referencing.
gonna say, I was thinking more easy. Oh, God, yeah!
Yeah.
Because, yeah.
Yeah, none of you guys know this, but all the way up in the master bedroom, Davina and Arios are just jumping on the bed like 5-year-olds, while at the same time, they're grabbing the headboard and knocking it up against the wall with both hands.
And then Davina just lets out one loud, "Ow!"
I don't know how to explain away
Okay,
that.
what do your mechanical ears sense?
My mechanical ears sense men getting pegged.
And then all they hear is a big crash as the bed breaks.
Oh shit.
And meanwhile,
being a bit more sturdier.
Polo's just thinking, I miss Anne-Marie.
Actually, Polo, roll me a perception check with advantage, and I will explain. I will explain why you're getting advantage after you roll.
I know why.
Which should be
No,
plus
actually, I don't
2.
know why. I have an inkling.
Alright, that's a 21.
Roll one more time.
And that's a 21.
Okay, Polo, it's up to you if you want to tell everyone else this, but hearing the noises, you know that it's obviously fake. Because you have because you know what it sounds like now.
I get.
Come back, story, Evan.
More fun, guys.
A one?
Well, I guess I just kind of mumbled to myself. It's for the best. Davina would probably kill him.
It's for the best.
I mean, at least Arios would die a happy man.
Yeah. Well, he's not doing it.
He'd be like one of those skeletons in the Snoo Snoo episode of Futurama.
Yeah, exactly, with a cigarette in his mouth.
A cigarette and the pelvis is just destroyed.
It's time, Snoo Snoo.
No more Snoo.
Can we just cuddle?
We're back at the mansion now.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. We've had enough little side stories here, even though this was like the most fun ever. All right. So, Malice and Polo, you finally return to the mansion with this fresh catch of 2 very large rabbits. At the same time, everyone else is now kind of collecting in the lobby. Arios and Davina, you exit the master bedroom looking a little bit shameful. Not so much that everyone thinks that you totally bumped uglies, but that you basically broke, like, the best bed in the house. And just for added effect, all of the jumping on the bed kind of messed up your hair a bit.
Nice.
And basically, you all of you just kind of look up the stairs, and you see Arios and Davina just walking side by side down the stairs.
Joy in their face.
Just joy in their faces.
Why are you guys so flush?
Dude, we're at war. You can't shame this.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Hey, Mistral, you want to try and do the nasty like they just did?
Wait a minute! Did Davina hear that? Davina heard that.
Roll a perception check.
Can I roll one too?
Okay.
Can I roll one too?
I got a 20.
Okay, so hold. Too many people are talking. Okay, Davina, what did you roll?
And a nat 20.
Nat 20. All right, you definitely heard that. Polo, you roll a d20. You're gonna roll again with advantage because you're standing right next to Malice as she said this. There's no way that you can't hear that.
13.
Make sure I heard everything.
And 16. 16 was my highest.
Yeah, you heard that.
Cool.
I look at Malice and I'm just like, I'm not gonna judge, and I just look away.
You just kind of do that.
No! I take it back. And I just whisper to her, we kind of fucked up the best bedroom. So there's one right down the hallway that has a bed that's memory foam. Like it's been enchanted. Remember where you're gonna lay down.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
I walk over to Arios and Davina and I say, who knows, maybe this time it'll actually be real.
Please tell me, Arios.
I don't know what they're insinuating. They're just jumping on the bed.
Is that what they're calling it these days?
I know, right? God. Y'all are
Really?
dirty.
And y'all are so dirty.
Challenge accepted. And it's like,
Right.
for later on in the night.
And slowly, this entire party of hunters inside this house, it turns into the actual game house party.
Again, with my sister, possibly. I don't want to know this.
Adarax is sitting at the chair and he's guarding all the alcohol. You approach him, he goes, "How's it going, dude?"
How's it going, dude?
Oh God.
Staying away from the alcohol.
Staying away from the alcohol.
You know what alcohol?
That game's hilarious. Anywho, you guys now get ready for dinner. And there's a very nice dining hall right next to the kitchen itself. Who is going to prepare the cursed rabbit?
How's my?
I'll try it.
What's a modifier for cooking?
That depends on what specifically you're doing in the cooking. But, okay, so we got Malice, Polo, and Davina. Is anyone else gonna try and help out?
I did. I pointed that I was going to
Okay,
help.
we should probably tell everyone, because I don't like to keep secrets from anyone.
Hold on. My headphones disconnected. I can't hear anyone.
Secrets.
Okay, what were you all saying?
Okay. Polo is talking to me.
Polo, what did you say?
I said, sorry, I was hearing something weird. I was saying we should probably tell everyone, because I like to be honest with everyone. We found black ink in the hair.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know if I want to eat this now.
Would you rather eat it now or starve?
I have this food. Anybody would like to share
There's got plenty of food.
Wait, what did you say, Mr.
Does carry out exist in the Song of the Wild
Sorry,
universe?
no.
Evan? Okay.
Just carry out exists.
There's my jam.
You're gonna eat
jams.
jam?
We got breads. The breads might be a little moldy, but they're breads. And,
Hey,
I've been told. I've been told that, Michelle, don't you have cookies?
I think we actually might have dried meat in the cellar.
That could have also gone bad.
Okay, so
Dried meat doesn't go bad. Well, I mean, it does, but not for quite a while.
Takes a while, yeah.
Malice, do you still want to try and at least attempt to prepare the meat?
Yeah, I can attempt it.
I'm gonna go look and see if we have any dried meats in the cellar.
All right, perfect. So Davina, we're actually going to focus on you first. Davina, you open up the basement cellar, and it's a very even for a cellar, it's very nice in here. And this is where you can see
The wine cellar.
the wine cellar, and like the salted meat storage is right next to it. Davina, I would like you to roll me a perception check with advantage because you've lived here before.
Alrighty. With perception, you said?
Perception with advantage.
Perception. I got a 17.
All right, you easily find out where the salted meat storage is, and you open that door, and you actually do see, like, 3 large boxes that are just stacked with, like, salted pork, some steak flanks, some thick-cut bacon. Like, this is the good kush.
Cool. I take all 3 boxes and I walk up the stairs.
You do not have the arm space. The boxes are like this big.
Oh, I take 1 box at a time and I walk up the stairs. It takes a while, but I get there.
All right. At the same time, Malice, I would like you to roll me a... Let me see. What would this one be? Malice, I can't remember. What is your class?
Ranger.
Ranger. Okay. Then I would like you to try and do a... Okay, here's what I want you to do. You're going to first off try to skin the rabbit. That is going to be a nature check. Add your proficiency with advantage because you've done this like multiple times before.
Okay, nature check is which dice?
D20. It's always D20 unless I say otherwise.
Okay, good. With advantage.
So roll again, and you pick the higher of the two.
I got 13.
All right, you actually do successfully... The DC for this would have been very low, because it's not like these animals are going anywhere. You do successfully take a blade, and you very gently, like, take the fur pelt off of the rabbit. Now I would like you to roll me a perception check.
10.
10. All right, not bad. Still, you actually do still make the DC. You actually discover something, and you actually have been kind of theorizing that this might be the case with all of your past experiences hunting all of the savage animals that have sought your death as well as everyone else's death in this world. Yes, you do see evidence that there is that black tar-like corruption, and yet it seems like the muscles of this animal are not that affected. It almost looks like the black tar is only in the veins. But in terms of the actual, like, muscles itself, they actually don't seem that bad. You could probably, with some delicate preparation, you could actually salvage some good meat from these things.
Okay. So I'm going to try that.
All right, so I would like you to roll me another nature check. This time without advantage, but still add your proficiency.
18.
All right, you are very much able to slice off some good strips of ragu meat off of these rabbits. You actually got a nice sizable pile. At the same time, however, you see Davina carrying a giant wooden box out of the basement, and you smell like you just get a waft of just pork and bacon coming out of this box.
Bacon.
So you brought up a box after you got your box smashed. Okay.
Wow.
Okay, Davina turns to Malice and looks at her and goes, I like you.
At least
I like the cut of your jib, kid.
my humor.
Evan, do I notice about the muscle thing? The black ink doesn't affect the muscles.
You were in the kitchen helping Malice, right, with cooking, right? Malice.
Yeah, I was.
And Eden, you're there as well? Yeah, you both noticed this. And Davina, you're just now seeing this as well. The black tar seems to be primarily focused in the veins of this creature, but not on the actual, muscles and organs.
I have a question for you, Malice.
Yes?
What's your relationship with Mistral?
Oh.
In progress.
Well, we met a long time ago, and it turned out to be interesting, but it's been nice seeing her after all these years.
Mm-hmm. She seems to be very secretive. Got any interesting stories?
Oh, I have a few, but I'm not going to tell.
I mean, the truth is, we know very little about Mistral in general.
Oh, well,
All we know is
a
that
girl
she
never kisses
freaked
and tells.
out during a ball at one of our, missions when we saw a lady that looked literally just like her. And she, ran away. And I was very concerned because my late departed husband was also there.
Wait, so you thought your husband went after that pretty girl?
No, I think that might have been someone for her past too that she didn't want to see. So she ran, but I stayed, so I'm a little curious. Who do you think it was? Somebody that looks just
she
like
didn't run from me this time.
Alright. I have more questions, but that's fine.
Ask
And then
away.
walk away. And just walk away before Malice can even say anything.
Am I
Can I
still
do-
eating
can I do
the
it-
jam in the room?
Just watching,
You know I'm right here, right?
I was going to have you had a
Oh, good lord.
We need to put a bell on you.
Yeah, we need to put a bell on you. Got to put a bell on you. Can I try to do like an investigation check to try to get more out of Malice?
That wouldn't necessarily be an investigation. If you're trying to discern if a person's, like, acting shifty, that would be an insight check.
Okay, well that's better for me, because my insight is higher. So...
Alright, roll an insight check.
That's an 8. Malice is malice. I got it. Yeah, whatever.
Wait.
Malice
So
is
did he
malice.
make
We
it?
got it. I mean, Paula, were you trying to ask more questions, or just trying to see if, like, what they were hiding was?
Yeah. Like, were you asking more questions or just seeing?
I
if
was gonna ask more questions, but I got an 8, so I don't see that happening anyway. So.
Oh, okay.
Can I? Because my unseen servant is still following Malice around.
Yeah, you haven't recalled him yet, so he's still following Malice.
So, like, as I'm glancing over, vaguely hearing what Davina and Malice are talking about, I have my unseen servant, with Malice isn't noticing, slowly move the meat they're cutting just like a few inches like away from them. Not so much to make it obvious that something moved it, but just enough to be like, if when they reach back down, it's like slightly off from where they expected. And they just touch the cutting board instead of the meat.
Alright, I would like you, in place of your unseen servant, to roll a stealth check with advantage, because your unseen servant is invisible, but the meat that it's moving is not.
$16.
Alright, Malice, I need you to roll a perception check.
9.
Malice, you are busy, like, getting, like, the stank eye from Polo, and you're just kind of looking at him, also giving him the stank eye back. However, you fail to notice that the chunk of meat that you're carving has shifted its place on the cutting board.
Okay. So I'm going to try and bring the knife down again without looking, and hit the board.
You hit
and then go. And then I'm going to turn around to Mistral, who's still eating her jam, and be like, if you try and win this war, you are going to lose one way or another. I will make you scream. And then I turn back around.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Is Davina still in the room? Is Davina still in the room? She is.
You and Arios are in the lobby. You never went into the kitchen because you didn't.
No, I did, because I brought
Yes,
the.
you did.
I
Oh,
brought
right. You did. I'm sorry. I thought you. Wow, I got confused. Okay, yeah, you're in the kitchen. You heard that.
I turn around and I look at Malice and I'm like, excuse me?
Excuse me?
And Miss Shaw, like, after hearing that, it's like just like eating like their jam, and they're like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And like just
Okay,
trying
you
to,
do.
like,
Still, right now.
Oh, come on.
Something. I want Spill.
I'm pretty
right
sure.
now. I'm way too
Lily's
curious.
supposed to kiss and tell, right?
You know what? It's not nice to lead people on. Okay?
I'm not leading anybody on.
You're trying to insinuate false events.
Davina just grabs a thing of popcorn
You are
out
fake
of
news.
nowhere and just starts eating it. What's the Polo? You want some?
Davina, it is not as exciting as you think it is.
Oh, it is exciting. It's very exciting.
I mean, Mistral, we don't know really anything about you. You're like the only one that doesn't really talk about home.
And
oh, you haven't told them yet?
No, shut up!
Oh, this is so
Alex.
juicy.
Told us what, Malice?
Fizzgig! Come on, this is the best! Fizzgig,
It's not the best.
I want you to stay with Mistral. This is gonna be great.
Fizzgig just thinking like, oh, I get to play with someone? And he just like waddles over to Mistral and just looking up at you with that big Rottweiler smile. He's just panting and his tail is like wagging furiously, letting off little flame sparks whenever it wags.
Oh, I always
Told us
found
what,
him
Mistral?
annoying, Right. What?
Said told us what, Mistral? What haven't you told us?
I've told you
like
everything
a
about
mass
me.
murderer?
Yes, I'm a mass murderer.
Like
Oh my god, you guys figured it out. I'm a mass murderer. I've killed people. And that is it. Great. What's for dinner?
So, as as Malice turns around, you guys see like scratch marks on her back that look like they're actual scars. And I'm just gonna be like, oh, you know, we're just gonna have some rabbit tonight, but you know, these are a trophy from something, right, Mistral?
While all this is happening, Polo is just thinking.
0 to 100 real quick,
Wait,
y'all.
hold on, Polo. What were you saying?
I was just gonna say, while all this is happening, Polo is just thinking, I'm glad I'm in a healthy relationship.
You know what? We stand Polo being happy with Anne-Marie.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, as Kira, Sabrina, you're a shit.
You invited me to this game. You get to deal with my chaos.
I know.
Oh god.
This is your fault, Kira.
To be fair, this is kind of moving Mistral's character along a little bit.
No, we don't need to move her along. Yeah, I'm gonna leave her story in the hands of the DM, not someone who shows up and brings chaos upon my life. I don't know where I'm going with this. Anyways.
Evan, for some reason my mind just went to that scene about Proto Man from the Game Grumps where they're like, he just shows up!
So, anyways, back to your comment of trophies. I don't recall giving you those. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, you were just drunk that night. Come on. You don't remember blacking out? You even took me up to your room.
Now that I definitely believe.
I was about to say, that sounds in character.
Uh-huh.
Okay, now you're just lying. Guys, she's lying. Imposter, she's the imposter.
Mistral, roll a deception check.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Do I have anything that combats that?
I have high
Insight.
deception. Wait.
God, I wish I were there. I wish I were there.
Yeah,
but
you and Atarax are still walking around the mansion just enjoying the sights.
This is just aggressive. I think I'm lost.
Which one? Deception, right?
Deception, yes.
Okay, I got a 24 because I'm a fucking bard.
Oh, damn it. Can I do like a Constitution saving throw?
No, Constitution is like your health.
Oh, shit.
If any of you want to try and see if Mistral is BSing you, you're all welcome to perform an insight check.
Oh, I'm going to right now.
But the DC is 24.
Oh.
Fuck, never mind, because I got 10.
Well, I've got a pretty...
Roll for that 20.
If I can get a 19 or a 20, I can do it, so I might as well try.
An insight?
Do it.
Yeah.
Everybody go on the dice.
I might as well try. What have I got to lose?
I can see the Constitution roll, saving versus BS.
Nah, it's a 9. Alright, whatever.
Mistral is a paragon of honesty right now.
I believe her!
I look at Malice and I say, so, okay. And then I look at Mistral, okay. And I go back to unpacking my meats.
One of you is lying, and I don't know who it is.
Truth be told, I don't really care, but whatever.
All right. During this time, Davina, you unpack all of like the slabs of salted thick cut bacon and pork, and you put that on the preparation counter. Malice, you prepare all of the very nice rabbit meat to go with all of this pig. Polo, you get the you get the pot and fill it with water, and with Davina's instruction, you're actually able to find like some sauces and herbs and such. And Eden, you take all of the cut pieces and you just start putting them into the pot. It's gonna be like a pig and rabbit stew for everyone. Which, oh my god, that sounds amazing right now, actually.
Really good.
Mistral wants no part of this rabbit stew.
Oh, why? Because I caught it.
Oh, way to sound like a princess there. I mean, it's almost like you are one.
However,
excuse me, princess.
However, Mistral, I would like you to roll me a charisma saving throw.
Hold on. There's things that just miraculously popped up on my... There we go. Go away. Thank you. Which one did you say? Sorry.
A charisma saving throw. So roll a d10 plus 5.
Oh.
You mean 20?
You mean a d20, right?
I meant d20, yeah, sorry. What did you roll?
I rolled a 29.
Oh my god.
You are so immune by how amazing this rabbit pig stew smells that you are so focused it's like you can smell nothing.
I can only smell my raspberry jam. That is it. My raspberry jam.
It is indeed no 26.
It's not 26.
All right. With all of those preparations made, the stew is served up. You all sit at the table. This actually seems to be quite a very enjoyable dinner between all of you. I will allow for one last interaction during this dinner eating scene before you all will have to turn in for the night.
Okay, I'm gonna set a bowl of just plain meats down for Fizzgig.
You just see Coco like as Charlie. He's just like sitting there looking around. I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy to be a part of this.
You're the only one not eating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just before I sit down to eat, can I pull Mistral aside if she's willing?
Mistral, you feel Eden tug at your arm as if she's pulling you around the corner. Do you go with her? Or him?
Yes. Anything to get away from this table.
Alright, that was easy. Mistral, Eden, you are now separated and around the corner, so what is going on?
So how do you actually know the tiefling? The other tiefling? Mistral, we've been with you for so long now, I don't want to distrust anyone that supposedly knows you.
Hold on, I'm trying to formulate this sentence properly.
Just response.
Trying to conjugate.
Mistral kind of just like fixes her outfit for a moment. She pats herself down, trying not to feel flustered. And calmly states that we met many, many years ago from where I'm from. It was a very interesting interaction. It was brief, but long enough for me to have a distaste in my mouth whenever I see them. Do I think they're as much of a threat as I'm perceiving them to be? Probably not. From what I've heard from others, they are very skilled in certain aspects and have trained people I know, but they make me uncomfy.
Make me uncomfy.
Baby gaze.
They're big into fidget spinners.
Oh, dude, this isn't just a fidget spinner. It's a blade.
Oh, I know. I know.
Ouch. Okay.
It's sharpened. It's a nice
Well-
blade, so...
Well, you know you can always come to us if you want to tell us.
I'm kind of surprised Malice and Polo haven't crossed paths before. But,
Well, I'm surprised.
like, that's not a joke. Like, I don't know.
I know you want to keep your past a secret, and the way you looked at someone at the ball that...
Oh.
Sorry,
Eden
I
froze.
think everything. Oh, I thought I froze because I stopped hearing things.
No, there's like several...
Ah!
Yeah, Eden, you froze.
Eden, I believe in you. I believe in your computer. Everybody.
I
send
believe in
vibes to
the computer.
It worked. It worked.
Let's just
Okay,
again before it does it again.
You said I saw somebody.
Yes. I don't want you to feel like you need to tell us everything. We all have scars, obviously, both physically and emotionally. But please know that I personally am here.
Aww.
He pats her on the shoulder and then walks away.
Aww.
Davina like looks at Mistral and looks at Malice and goes, "You guys knew I was just teasing, right? You can tell us when you're ready."
Oh, honey,
Wait.
I am the biggest tease and flirt you will ever meet.
Well, I don't know. I think
But-
all of
but-
those might give you a run for your money there, honey.
We'll have
From somewhere in the
When Eden and Mistral come back, you hear Coco say, and that's when I said, "That's not a llama, that's my wife."
I was gonna say from the distance you can hear a very old Brent Pronze going, "That's what you think."
That's what you think, Sonny. Just hold my ale.
Are there going to be any more interactions during this dinner scene?
Nah.
Welcome back to the table, princess.
You know, you can
Here we go.
stop calling me that.
Why does she keep calling you princess? Like, I
It's a pet name.
thing.
It's
It was a pet name.
She's pretty. I mean, don't you call pretty
Okay.
people pet names? What is your
I
boyfriend
mean,
call
Arius
you?
doesn't have a pet name for
Angel?
me.
Angel Dust.
Oh no!
God, we don't talk about that series.
There you are.
Angel Beats.
No.
Songbird.
All right, Hooves.
Sorry.
Can
thinking
we have
of
one
them.
more invisible action during dinner?
Arius is just sitting there. You got anything to say, bud?
I'm just enjoying my stew.
So distracted by food.
I'm really enjoying this pizza. Not
All right, little boy blue.
I just
not
thinking
really.
of that
I'm
clip
just
from-
enjoying this pizza.
I'm just thinking of that clip from Bob's Burgers where he's like, Angel Dust. Sorry, that's an illicit drug.
Are there going to be any other little interactions?
I have one more invisible, unseen servant interaction I would like to do before I disperse my servant.
All right,
I
go
would
ahead.
like. I would like to. So I'm assuming we have our what is a stew? Is there anything with the stew? Is there like a drink?
It seems like Davina. I'm sorry to kind of retcon this, but Davina, you were the one who pointed out that you had to walk through the wine cellar to get to the.
Well, we'll just say I brought up a couple of bottles too.
Oh yeah, a couple bottles, and
Oh,
this,
yeah.
Great.
and this is
Awesome.
like
That's a
top
retcon.
shelf stuff.
Hit me.
Pops. Okay.
So obviously. Like Davina's
I'm
not
going
drinking
to-
it, but she knew. She knew. She was like, okay, you guys tell me that this is good. I guess it's good.
Mhm. So I assume there's like a bottle on the table,
Yes.
like just in case people want to have seconds. I'm going to assume that bottle is also near Malice. Like, if that could work in my favor, that'd be great.
Oh no!
Bring it on, baby.
I would like Mistral to look so poised and proper, like sitting there eating her jam with her pinky out. And she tells her unseen servant as she closes her eyes so she can watch it all happen while she's gracefully eating her jam. So she looks like she has nothing to do with this.
This is the schlockiest episode of Song of the Wilds we've had so far.
Just walks on up, points his finger out, and just knocks the bottle in Malice's direction.
Malice.
Oh God, maybe there are ghosts in here.
Malice, roll me a deception. No, not deception. Athletics. What the hell? Was
Athletics. Okay.
What was that? What was
Show yourselves, demons, you cowards! I just watched the first episode of BuzzFeed Unsolved today.
I step on your bridge, goat man.
I step on your... That's in Maryland, by the way. The goat
24.
man.
Yeah, I know. I want to go to that.
Wait, hold on. What was the...
I'll go to that.
What did you roll?
Mm-hmm.
24.
All right. Malice. Without even looking up, you're just so busy, like, taking, like, slicing off some of that nice thick-cut bacon, dipping it into what I can only assume is, like, some of the red sauce of the ragu. You don't even look up, but as you look down at your food, the wine bottle is being tipped towards you. You then take the knife in your right hand, and with the very tip of it, you just stop it from tipping over without even looking up. And then you just slowly push it back up to its base. And you did all of this without even breaking eyesight with your food.
I'm just gonna still stare at my food and be like, "You will not win this war, princess."
Any other little interactions?
Did Arios hear that princess comment?
Arios, roll me a perception check.
I'm gonna say, I think at this point, everyone's heard it.
Actually, yeah.
I was gonna say, hey, Arios has been into his stew until this point. And
Yeah, Arios didn't hear like the weird interaction that was between Malice and Davina earlier.
Oh, Arios was like face first in that stew.
I just want to eat my damn dinner.
Yeah, Arios, you definitely did hear Malice call Mistral princess.
Yeah, and for that, Arios just gets up and walks out.
Oh,
he don't like that.
Interesting.
Well, sorry, your worship.
I go and I follow him.
Alright, Davina, you get up off the table and you follow after Arios. We're actually...
I got a 13.
Yeah, you heard it.
Okay. Hey, Mistral, can you say, I'm not a committee!
I have an idea for something I want to do. So who would be sitting next to Coco?
You would be sitting between Eden and Atarax.
I was gonna say, Eden's gonna probably not be sitting next to him because of the whole Yip is gone. This is the new guy. He needs to warm up to the robot.
Coco turns to Atarax and he's like, "Oh, can I show you a magic trick?"
I love it. Please.
He kind of rubs his hands together and he picks up a spoon and he's like, "All right." He takes it and kind of picks it up, puts it behind your ear, and then he's like, "All right," and it's gone. And he He like shows his hands, kind of rolls up his sleeve, show that there's nothing there. Shows both sides of his hand, and then he reaches behind the other ear and pulls out kind of the clown constantly bringing out the cloths trick. He's just pulling out a ton of rope, and then at the end of the rope is tied the spoon. And then you just hear a little closing of a portal behind you as he had just cast rope trick. So he essentially, to do a magic trick, opened up a pocket dimension. What's up?
Coco, roll a performance check.
Yeah. Two for you, Glen Coco. You go, Glen Coco.
That was a 16.
Yeah, you successfully pull off the trick.
Voila!
Everyone at the table, you are reasonably, surprised by this.
Woo.
And he just ties the rope back up and puts it in his cloak.
We are now going to move the camera to Davina and Arios, because they stepped away from dinner without being excused, the bitches, and they...
How rude.
Exposed.
Davina, you see Arios has run off into the main lobby of the house.
Arios, what happened?
Arios just turns around to Davina and says, I can't sit with nobles.
What do you mean?
Those families that I served, the ones...
Those are nobles.
Yeah.
Arios, you do realize that I am a noble, right?
I know you, though.
You're one of the good ones.
Do you? There was a time that I was not a nice person.
But you're different now.
I am different, but you've been around Mistral. Who cares if she's even a princess? We don't even know that's true. What if that is just a pet name?
Evan, what is this music?
Minds of Avarice ambience from Borderlands 2.
No.
It doesn't feel very cinematic.
Back for this scene.
Davina walks over to Arios and she puts her hand on her shoulder. Says, "Listen, you know Mistral. We've done plenty of fights together. She's trustworthy and probably one of the most, honestly, I'm talking to her, she's probably one of the most wisest people in this entire team."
But how much do you actually know about her?
We don't know much about her. But she'll tell us when she's ready. We didn't know much about you when we first met you. I think I'm the only one that you told about that to. That you told that... Words, Carly. That you told about that to.
And you're told of him, or them.
What and him.
Words.
And how of them.
If anybody like that tries to hurt you again, I'll kill them, right?
She's killed for less.
You hear Polo scream that from the dining room.
She's killed for less. I know my work wife.
And Arios is just thinking to himself, does he have bat ears or something? Seriously.
Me and Davina have our own personal like significant others, but Davina and Polo are definitely work wife and work husband at this point.
Fuck yeah! I mean, you know that I would protect you. I'd protect everyone in this team, but I'm not trying to play favorites, but it would be especially you. Because we both gone through similar trials, and we both come out victorious.
You even broke a bed.
We did break a bed together.
I mean, not in the way I'd like to, but...
Oh, and there's always time for that.
That's a sacred bond.
I mean, you want to keep your spine, don't you, Ario?
We're not there!
What I'm trying to say is... we love you, and we're here to protect you, and I'm sorry that happened to you, but think about everything that you've accomplished this far. Not being one of those. Think about how much stronger you are as a person for what you've gone through.
And Arios just goes in and wraps his arms around her because he don't know what else to say.
Aww.
I hug him back, and then I look at him and I say, and I want you to know that you are more of a noble than any of the other nobles I've ever met.
No words. No words.
God
No,
made you
and then I
special,
look up,
and he loves you very
And I
much.
say,
Oh my god, why
do you wanna
veggie
come
tails?
back?
Why? No veggie
Do you want to
tails.
come back? VeggieTales, broccoli.
Alright,
No, let's keep going.
And I look at him and I say, do you want to come back or do you want to stay here? I'll leave that up to you. It's your choice. You were really enjoying that stew. Hardcore.
With some good stew.
Weirdest
there good
episode.
And Arios just turns around and takes Davina's hand and walks back into the kitchen, sits down and starts eating again.
All
It's a
right.
damn good stew.
You all actually have a very nice dinner, despite some of the apparent difficulties between people. It's actually kind of one of the better meals that you've had, especially considering that this was prepared with Balmaris like ingredients that were left over.
My jam was very tasty.
Dinner is definitely excellent. You feel yourselves like very much satisfied. You all will then slowly meander your way towards whatever room you're going to stay for the night. As to what happens during that night, we will leave that for next session.
Next month, welcome for all the chaos.
Oh god.
So guys, thank you so much for joining us for chapter 27 of Song of the Wilds. And again, just to be clear, next Sunday we will not be having one of our sessions. We will be taking an actual break this time. And also because we're just not going to have the facilities to pull it off because Carly and I are moving into a brand new place. Whether or not
You're finally getting a room.
Yeah.
Several.
As to whether or not we will have internet backup before next Sunday, we will be keeping you all posted, both the other players and you all as well. If you're looking for updates, you have two places for updates. You can either follow our official Twitter, SOTWDND, or at SOTWDND, Song of the Wilds Dungeons and Dragons. We also have an official Instagram, Song of the Wilds Official. The Twitter and the
Sorry, I've been really busy, so I've been kind of slacking on that, but more posts are coming.
We do see the tweets that you respond to us, and we do see you if you ever want to like send comments or DMs to the Instagram as well. So there is someone on the other side of all that. We've just been super busy these past couple weeks, so we're just not able to always respond. But
also, if you want to draw any fan art, please tag us. We'd love to see it.
we love to see it, and you will officially be the MVPs in our eyes. But yeah, Again,
you will get featured on the Instagram. I will take time out of my busy day to personally share that.
But yeah, that's the main situation. You are always welcome to interact with any of us. But yeah, there is not going to be a session next week. However, we will definitely be working to make next session extra special. That being
And
said,
maybe
I'm sorry.
I might, since I'm not going to have anything to do Sunday night, I might stream or something like that.
Yeah, we all might have our individual streams happening next Sunday. Who knows? And hey,
You guys can stream playing Among Us as our characters.
Yeah.
We'll see what Lee and I are doing Sunday.
Oh god.
That's true.
Oh god, I love that. Anywho, guys, take care. Thank you so much for watching us, and we will see you all next time for Chapter 28.
Bye-bye.
Bye.